This song is dedicated to the coronation of the Okhoromi Kingdom. Yes, sir.
Right, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Back here again. Yes, Najawa's family, good morning, good afternoon, good evening once again. How a day. Happy weekend to every one of you. Happy Friday to you all. Merry Christmas in advance. It's getting close. It's getting close. How are you guys doing, my Najawa's family? Yes, thank you very much, my people. Today's another day. We have another debate today. Yes, we got a twist. So we are going to be talking about so many things on this debate, though. Depend on my panelists how they can be able to analyze this with me tonight. Yes, we are going to talk about Sonny Omokaro, the popular Sonny Omokaro that you all saw his video for the past couple of days trending on social media, not only in Edo State. I'm surprised my Yoruba friends, my Igbo friends, all of them are calling me. The video is in every platforms, everywhere, holding a palm passion, threatening the citizens of Edo State, that he wants to kill them. For a reason I don't know. The reason why you can see Pastor Sergei Yamu's picture right there, because his name was affiliated with this man, Sonny Omokaro. And you can see on the other picture right there on the screen, you can see the governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, with Ohen of Okhoromi, Igbinovia. We're going to be debating on all this today because we want to know the affiliation between the Edo State government and Ohen of Okhoromi. As you all know, that Ohen of Okhoromi case issue have been on our lips for so long. And the Edo State government have not done anything about it. In fact, the last protest we protested about Ohen of Okhoromi, our petition, our documentations were delivered to Philip Shaibu, the deputy governor of Edo State. The couple of videos that I'm going to be showing to you guys today, you're going to see the affiliation between Ohen of Okhoromi, Governor Obaseki, and the deputy governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu. That's fine. I want us all to talk about this today, my people. Please help us to share. Help us to share this video. Can you hear me? I guess you guys can hear me. You can see me. If you can hear me, say yes, you can hear me. If you can see me, also state it right there, because I don't want to talk to myself alone today. I want to communicate with my people. Before my panelists will be analyzing this whole thing, I have to put everything in the table so that they know what to analyze. My people, can you hear me or see me? Okay, good. You can see me, you can hear me. Thank you very much, Mr. Henry, right there. Thank you very much. I can see you all right here. Let me acknowledge my people, then we move on. I can see that we have leftist Itoya in the backstage right now. I'll be bringing him right away soon in the next minute. Let me acknowledge you guys first. Vivian the Rose in the building with us. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Israel Asamuta. Israel, you're supposed to be here with us. You know, Henry, oh, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. I can see many people right here. 1 minute, my people. Sagbofo Kwanga is right there with us. Thanks for joining us. Mommy Diaspora, mother of all, she's right there with us. Thanks for joining us. Christopher Amoro is right there. Thanks for joining us as well. Appreciate every one of you. The Iris Ward in the building, she's there. She's always there. Thanks for joining us. Jerry Giagba, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to every one of you. Mary Kimade, right there. I can see you. I cite you as well. Thank you, Diaspora Vibes. I can see you right there all the way from Facebook. Thanks for joining us as well. Thank you, thank you. Please help us to share. Let others know that we're here. Because the number watching us right now is not encouraging, but I know that we might have more people that's going to be joining us again later on. But please, click the share button. Please, right now, I want to communicate with you guys. If you have shared, let me know. I know you cannot lie to me. Please share and let me know. We have not started. You know, even though you are leaving the screen, don't worry, I have not started. Copy the link, share to your other platforms. Let me know I have shared and I have liked. Just let me acknowledge that right now before we move on. Please do that for me. We have to go extra mile sometimes to get what we want. We have to go extra mile sometimes to please our loved ones. If you know you love me, like always proclaimed, please show that love right now. You know, Christopher Amorodion, have you shared? Let me know. Bishop Akire, thank you very much for joining us. Yamo Maris, thanks for joining us as well. John and Noyozi, thanks for joining. Good evening to everyone. Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly, I miss you. Where have you been? I've not seen you for a while. Please, have you shared? Jonathan Kelly, have you shared? Let me know on the comment section. I want to acknowledge those I have shared and those I have liked as well. JB Itamik, I can see you right there. Thanks for joining us as well. Thank you. Okay, Israel Samota have shared and liked as well. Thank you. Vivian the Rose have shared and liked. Thank you very much for doing that with us. Jeffrey, our mama, thanks for joining us as well. Have you shared? Have you liked? Just say I've shared and liked. I want to know that, you know. Okay, thank you. Jonathan said I'm going to share now. Thank you very much. Share. Help us to share. Let others know that we are here. Please, just indicate in the comment section if you have shared, if you have liked. I want to know. Let's do this together, my people. Please, let's do this together. Before then, I'm going to bring my brother in. We don't have enough people right now. Let me put the comment. Let me put the link on the comment section, my people. One moment. While you are sharing, I'm doing my own job right here. I want to put the link on the comment section for anybody to join us, because this is going to be on first come, first serve. You know, Okay. Maybe I should also put it on Facebook, right? In case anybody need it as well for Facebook. Or let me just, okay, I've pinned that on the comment section here on YouTube. Let me go to Facebook and do the same thing. Then we kickstart. You know, anybody that want to join us, you can join us right now. Click on the link. We can only take 12. First come, first serve, I guess. Here on YouTube. Let me go to Facebook and do the same thing. Okay, my people, I'm on Facebook. I just want to paste. I pasted on Facebook right now. Let me pin it as well so that to see whoever that want to join us right now can join us so we can move on. Pin. Okay, it's already pinned on Facebook. If you are there with us, please, I want to acknowledge those that have shared, those that have liked as well. You know, I only have Lefty Sitoya in the building. We don't have much people right now. We're still waiting though. Bishop Akiri have liked and shared as well. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rita Adams, thanks for joining us this evening. Please share and like Rita Adams. We want to know those that have shared and liked. Thank you, Jonathan. Thanks for doing that for us. The Iris War, thanks for sharing. Thank you. God bless every one of you. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me welcome my brothers in the building. Yes, leftist Atoya, can you hear me? Unmute yourself.
Yes, I can hear you, my brother. Good evening, Naija Watch family. I greet my panelists. It's a very sweet topic today. Oh, this is very, very sweet. This has to do with a lot of us, and I think it's a very good one.
Yes.
And if you ask, please like and share. I think it's good when you share for people to know what we are doing. It will go a long way. This is the advocacy we are talking about. Talking to people and allowing people to know what we are doing. I greet everybody.
Thank you, leftists. Let's welcome our brother Israel Asemuta in the building. How you doing, my brother? Unmute yourself, man.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Elvis, and also my co-panelist is Mr. Leftis Itoya. You're welcome, sir.
I greet you.
Thank you, Israel, for joining us today. At least we can see your face today as well. Okay, let's do this. My people, we are waiting for more people. The link is right there. First come, first serve. You know, that's how we're going to do this today. I understand that a lot of people will be saying we should prioritize the old members. Listen, guys, if the old member is not here on time, I'm sorry, your space might be given to others. You know, Leftist is always here on time. I applaud him for that every week. Now, Leftist is the first rich here. You know, and the person where they come, that be Engineer Ken. Why we were having Alex earlier on. Alex, what happened? You know, Alex, come back. Because I saw you came on the screen and you left again. You know, you are not going to call in. If you call in, Alex, I'm not going to pick your phone. You must be on air. We want to see you right here, and let's do this together today. All right, let me go back to the comment section again before we kickstart right now. Yes, okay, the Irish word said, leftists, I know you will give fire to this topic today. So I don't know, say leftists, I told you, and person, they fire down. Leftists,
I never worked for fire brigade before.
Yes, so all right. Yes, we get many people where their body they hot for here. Even is just about their body they hot, you know. So we are waiting for one more or two. Where is Akim? Akim supposed to be here with us.
Omokaro.
You know? Yes, Akim supposed to be here. Akim, where are you? Best Amigbe, thanks very much for sharing. Thank you, my people. Thanks for sharing. Thanks. I appreciate every one of you that have shared this video. I can see we have a couple of people already watching us right now. Let's do this together. to be honest, I want to let you guys know again before the next panelist will join us. Today's topic, we got a twist in 9 minutes. A twist. You know, our initial topic supposed to be for Omokaro alone. But a minute to go on air, I receive information. As you all know that we work with informations. I receive videos immediately. I have to change the topic straight away. Now, we are going to be deliberating, debating, contemplating, and talking all through why is Edo State government affiliating themselves with Ohen of Okhoromi after all the atrocities he has committed, and after all the pains, videos upon videos of our mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters crying for justice, crying for help through the pains that Ohen of Okhoromi have inflicted on them. Unfortunately, as we speak, Ohen of Okhoromi, is still affiliating himself with the government. Is he the one affiliating himself with the government, or the Edo State government are the one affiliating themselves with him? I would like us to know this today. I can say, Comrade Onagise Dosakari, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can see Ahmed Jonathan Kelly in the building with us. We are going to be bringing Ahmed with us. Ahmed joining us today. Ahmed, good evening to you. How are you doing?
I'm cool, brother.
Thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
From Italy.
Hi, my brother, all the way from Italy. I hope, say, this matter, you will be able to finish work here, because this is our debate. We don't know Papa, we don't know Mama. We say it how it is.
That is it.
I believe you. I believe you. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Jonathan, right there. We are waiting for one more and we'll move on. So, my panelists, you can welcome your brother into the building. Israel and Left Setoye.
Hello, my brother. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Abel, you look very nice. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, brother. You too. You all too. Compliment of the season to you all.
Same to you, my brother.
All right, my people, before we kickstart, I have a couple of videos to play right now so that my panelists have something to talk about. So we are going to start with Sonny Omokaro. Sonny Omokaro, the reason why you all can see, I think we have someone else here with us. Oh, Mr. Maruyi. Mr. Maruyi in the building. Yes, let's welcome Mr. Maruyi. Mr. Maruyi, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. Good afternoon to everybody, viewers at home, and my co-panelists. Bring you a pleasant and a cordial weekend.
Thank you.
Mr. Abori, you're welcome, sir.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you,
Moro.
everybody. Thank you for having me. Thank you, sir. Good to see you guys.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you too. I'm always happy to see you.
Thank you,
Right.
too.
Right.
Thank you, my beloved brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So now, my people, I think we can kickstart right now. We can move on with these 4 panelists. So I think that is enough. 4 of them and myself, we're already 5. So, but we still have space of 7 to go. First come, first serve. My people, I'm going to re-explain again. We are deliberating, we are contemplating, we are debating on Governor Godwin Obaseki, the Edo State governor, and the deputy governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, why the affiliation, or why the continuous affiliation with Ohen of Okhoromi, and also why is it that they have not to date answered to our plight. My people, we're also going to talk about Sonny Omokaro. As you all know, that Sonny Omokaro has been trending on social media for a while now, for the past couple of days, with a pump passion. Normally, in a country where the system is working, Sonny Omokaro supposed to be in prison at least for the next 10 years. But because these people are affiliated with our top politicians, to bring them down is very, very difficult. Like you can see, Ohen of Okhoromi is a powerful man. Yes, some of you might not like the word powerful. I'm describing him to be powerful. You know why? Because he's strongly connected with the Edo State government. And the question today is why and why and why. Let's start with Sonny Omokaro. Let's watch this video, my people. If you are joining us right now on the comment section, please share this video and like the video. God bless you all. Listen, let's watch this video. Most of you might have seen this video before, but I'd like us to play it again so that we have something to talk about. But the video that affiliated Governor Obaseki, Taibu, and Ohen of Okhoromi together, I know 99% of you have not seen that. So I'm going to also play that, but I'm starting from Sonny Omokaro. To be honest, I've not heard anything about this person before. The name, I've never ringed the bell. But at the moment, unfortunately, Sonny Omokaro is trending on only one thing, by holding a pump action. Let's watch this, my people.
Look at Sonny Omokaro that came out with that publication. Look at what he's doing with his goal. Look at what he's going with his goal. Look at what he's doing with his goal. Sonny Omokaro that came out yesterday with publication. I told you yesterday that publication. Look at him, look at him. He's developing us, look at us. Look at Sonny Omokaro. He's been sponsored. He's been sponsored by Omokaro. They want to destroy the Obaseki's government. Look at him. He's carrying the pump action. Look at him. Fire! Shoot! Shoot! Look at him. Look at him. Look at Sonny Omokaro. Fire us. Look at him. Look at him. Only you want to cross one. Look at him. Yes, wait. They were arresting with the DEC. It's a court rape. Then I call that cow neck. Call the rope. Call the cow neck rope. Yes. That's us. Don't worry, video with the gun. Video with the gun. Sonny Omokaro is carrying a pump action. He wants to come back to the era of disclosure to the Bush's activities. You can see him now. The IG, the CP, the governor of the Edo State. Look at what he's doing. 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 But we will not retaliate. We will not face him. But look at what he's doing. Look at Sonny Omokaro with pump action. I don't know who last said to the carry pump action. Look at him. Look at Sonny Omokaro. This is Sonny Omokaro. After many years, he has decided to arms again. Look at him. Look at him with his family. Look at him. He's a humble boy. Look at his 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 gun with his hand. Look at him. Do what you want to do. If you try, you never use the bomb buster. Shoot. Look at him. Drop your gun. Drop your gun. Come on there. Someone. Come on there. Make police officer. Drop your gun. Yes. Well, I conduct. This is Sonny Omokaro. Who you want to shoot? Bushas. Ohen. Sonny Omokaro, look at him. You want to fire my book? Fire. Fire. Here, look at him. Old fool. Sonny Omokaro, you are old fool. Fire me. Fire. You did it before it didn't work. You have fired me before it didn't work. Fire. Sonny Omokaro. Sonny Omokaro. Sonny Omokaro. People should go Sonny Omokaro. He's carrying arms to threaten the entire government.
All right. Sonny Omokaro with the pump action right there. Before we move on, we have more of the panelists right here. Let's welcome Engineer Ken into the building right now. Engineer Ken, thank you very much for joining us. How are you doing this evening, sir? Engineer Ken, can you hear me? All right, let's welcome Edward Ago.
Yeah, Nanjawas,
Edward Ago, can you hear me? Good evening to you.
Yes, I can hear you, Elvis. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please, where are you joining us from? Edward Ago. Which country?
I'm joining you guys from Italy.
Thank you very much, my brother. I beg, you know, say this matter today,
Yeah.
we don't know Papa, we don't know Mama, we don't know anybody. They talk am I be. I also say you go join us, do that one, Abi.
Brother, I read you.
No wahala. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. We have our brother Akim in the building. Akim, how you doing, my brother? Talk to me.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm good. How are you?
Yes, we are good. I hope your audio, because your audio, speak again. Let's see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Where's the music coming from?
All right, it's better. It's better. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Engineer Ken, can you hear me, Engineer Ken? Oh, Engineer Ken is struggling again. Okay, we leave Engineer Ken for now. All right, my people, as you all, somebody's calling me with a video call. Why? Why are you calling me with a video call? I'm on air. You are calling Nigeria Watch with a video call. My people, when I know they see me for here. Somebody see they coming with a video call. What's happening? I've been on Sunday Omokaro with this. Sunday Omokaro, not call me, oh, I don't know you. I've been on Ohen for Okhoromi, they call me so. Not call me, don't try yourself. You know? Yes, my people, when I see what they happen for here, now Sunday Omokaro, they carry purpose or so. They say don't fire people before, not be small. And also fire, now they fire. But this one now, law can't run against them. They can't on video for your head. So, my people, I'm going to start with some of you. Or should we start the debate right away on Sunday Omokaro? Or should I play the video that affiliated Governor Obaseki and Ohen of Okhoromi and Affiliation together so that we can deliberate everything together? Please, panelists, respond to me, please.
Yeah, this is Jonathan Kelly. I think it will be better for us to take it one by one. Now that you've shown the video of Omokaro, I think we can deliberate on that for now.
Okay, good. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, I'm going to start with you. Thanks for your responding to that. Please tell us, what's your take on this?
Well, first of all, I want to welcome everybody to the house. And I want to say welcome to the viewers also. We all know what, naturally, what guns should be meant for. It is meant for defense. And on the second ground, everybody is not supposed to just hold arms if they are not legalized. And I think we should also try to know if the very harm this Omokaro is holding is legalized. And from what we can see in the video was focused on him.
Yeah.
But on the other party, we cannot really see those people that if they were attacking him or if they were coming to rob him or what they were coming to do is also not very clear to us. So I would want to say that in every reaction, there's an action that causes a reaction. I want us to understand that I don't know this Omokaro, so that you don't think the way I start, I'm in support of Omokaro. If the man is holding that harm legally, if the harm is holding is legalized, then we should go further to know what transpired and why he was pointing the gun. I think that is what I want to say for now.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate you. I'm going to go to Leftist Atoya. Let's talk to us. What's your take on this?
My voice will be somehow today because I have my nose is full stuck. I would like to respond to the last person that just spoke, my brother from Italy. I think Abi. Jonathan. Yeah. Thank you very much. But however, you spoke it very well. But I'll tell you, in Nigeria, if you are from Nigeria, you understand that pop culture is not legalized. They can legalize barrel for you. Before, double barrel is legalized. But when Buhari came in 2018, Buhari decided to mop up from almost everybody where this banditry was going on. And they asked you to come with your barrel. They'll take it and give you single barrel. So you holding a pop action, you are not a military man. You are not a police. You don't belong to any of the registered institutions. As a person, it is illegal. And again, you say we didn't see his back. we don't know if he's under threat. Do you have the right on the daylight to come up with an armed pop action? You have the police. You can watch from the side view, the police were already there.
Yes.
They were looking at him. Why the people talking were still saying this is how you do it before, you've been doing it before. So from the video, I don't think you have to say we don't know if it's another threat. If it's another threat, nobody was holding him. He was not shooting, he was just display his arm. Which shows that he's an arrogant man, he's a talk, and he's well connected. It's a pity this is what we'll be saying. Ebode, by now would have heard that this man has been taken to court or in custody. I tell you, this man might be walking free in the street. They might just take him there, and the next thing they let him go. Why? Because he knows the power that be. And this is where security challenges starts.
Good afternoon.
Why nothing happens to me if I do anything because I know who knows. How do we now say, how do we now protect ourselves from this kind of persons? The police are there. The police are just standing. The police did not even approach because they know him. I'm sorry, my nose is congested, so my voice will be somehow. If they don't know him, if it is an ordinary me, guess what would have happened? Yes, with a poor person ordering me on the streets and the police came, they will stand and be looking at me. Guess what would have happened now? Because they are holding AK-47. You are holding a poor person, 7 rounds or 8 rounds. They are holding 30 rounds. Guess what would have happened? But because they know him, they were looking at him. So it's a pity, my brother. Whatever transpired, that man is a talk. And it is not acceptable. It is something we all be saying. Such person will come tomorrow and say, I know so person with pop action. I can help. Why you've had your own pop action, you've intimidated people. You are not crying wolf. My brother, I think by now that man's supposed to be in jail. That's for now. That's what I have to say.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Leftist right there. Okay, let's talk to Alex. Is here with us. Alex, how you doing?
Okay, good evening, guys. I greet the house.
Good evening. Good evening to you,
Yeah.
Alex. Thanks for joining us today. Have you been following us?
I just came in, but I saw that I came on before, but you guys were late.
Yeah, we're late. Yes, but did you watch the video that we just played?
No, tell me.
Okay, we just played the video of Sonny Omokaro who was holding Pump Passion a couple of days ago. You must have seen the video before, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, so that is what we are currently talking about right now, where he was holding Pump Passion threatening to shoot some of the citizens of Edo State, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be coming back to you. I wanted to welcome you to the building first. Let others speak, then I'll come back to you. All right?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go to Mr. Amori. Mr. Amori, sir, I just unmuted you. Talk to us. What's your take on this, sir?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ivis, for having me on this program. My cordial and pleasant greetings to our panelists once again and our viewers from all over the world. Like I always say on this show, we are sitting on the keg of gunpowder. The if care is not taken, that will explode on all of us one day. We are playing with a very deadly situation in our country, Nigeria, particularly in Edo State. Like the first panelist said, guns are meant for defense. But in our environment also, we also know that guns are not biros and pencils, that they are not toys people should play with. I want to understand the scenario first of all. I don't know what player there. Like it was like a union, from what I could deduce from what I heard other people saying. It's like a butchers meeting, butchers association. First of all want to fathom what happened. What was that? What were they doing? Was it a meeting of butchers association?
Mr. Morui, sir, your questions is very easy to answer. What they were doing is none of our business. Our business is that a civilian, a normal person carrying a firearm in public space. That is our concern. Yeah. That's what we are deliberating about. Whatever they were doing, if they were marrying their wives or whatever, we are not interested. Why Omokaro carrying a gun, threatening to shoot other citizens of Edo State? That is our concern today.
Yeah, the reason why I asked that, this is not new to us. It could be a court, it could be a fight for supremacy, as we always know in Edo State. There was a day somebody was invited to this program. Myself and leftists were talking as if we have personal grudge against somebody. No, this is exactly what we're speaking against. So my reason for asking that question is, it could be a show of supremacy. Who they pass? Who na me they pass? So if not group by group or so, I'm not supporting him in any way. He has no right whatsoever to take up arms against another, a fellow citizen. It's highly condemnable in all ramification. I'm not supporting him. I have no reason to support him whatsoever. But the only thing I want to say, like the other day after the program, look at the comment section. Somebody said, Mr. Mori is always talking in cycles. The reason why I talk in cycles is not as if we don't know what to say. I'm trying to challenge our reasoning. I want to challenge our. I want us to reason deep. I want us to, like Christ in the Bible. They were asking one question. We'll be talking parables. And the parables of the sower, no farmer went to sow. He wanted to challenge the reasoning faculty of his disciples so that they could reason deeper, to get a deeper understanding of the society we live in. I don't like talking in cycle. Nobody likes to talk too much. But like we're talking every day, nobody is actually, getting the message. When Okhoromi came on board, Okhoromi empowered a lot of people. Like, the reason he did to us then that he was of the opposition. He never had the police and the army on his side. So he wanted to recruit full soldiers. By allowing, he almost allowed people, he gave people a free opportunity, to hold firearms, as if it was as if it was their right. So now I started a lot from Obaseki. It's going to be a huge disappointment if Obaseki, as a technocrat, will be operating the same way others have been operating. Like in the era of Yamu and Lucky Bunedio, their power then, people said they were popular. They were not popular, they were notorious. The notoriety they had was the ability to gather boys, got boys, armed boys, was their measure, was their yardstick for determining their popularity for winning election. So Okhoromi came aboard, he didn't do anything differently. I was disappointed in Okhoromi. A comrade became a thug overnight. Now, Obaseki on board as a technocrat, I expected a lot from this guy. I just hope he will not go the same way others have been doing it. Business as usual. For Shaibu, I have known Shaibu for a very long time. I don't expect much from Shaibu because I know his background. I know where we're coming from. I had an election with Shaibu in Unijos far back as 1992, 93. So I know where he's coming from. But for Obaseki, I expect a lot for him to checkmate most of these nefarious and nonchalant, malicious and hideous activities. If we cannot put a stop to it, we are in for a very dangerous situation in the future. Because none of these people can do what they are doing if they don't have the backing of the state. The police you are looking, the Nigerian police, no matter how corrupt you feel they are very effective. I've dealt with them. If they are not teleguided, if they are giving free hands to work, if they don't have primordial interest and sentiment to do their job, they could be very effective. But when they are teleguided, when somebody is calling them, oh, drop that file, I'm interested in that file, they become handicapped. You see them, you know, he who pays the piper, they say details the tune. I will stop there for now so that the other panelists can have opportunity to make their contribution. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mori. Before we move to other panelists, I have Ago Blessing right here with us on the phone. Hello, Ago Blessing, can you hear me? Okay, go ahead, talk to us. What's your take on this? Thank you.
Okay, because I am in the know, 100% in the know of what transpired. So that was why I said, let me quickly call into the program.
Okay.
Because I am a consultant to the Bushers Union.
Oh, okay.
And yes, so I work hand in hand with them, so I can tell you everything that transpired.
Please let us know, yeah.
Okay. Prior to this time, 5 years ago, Bobizwa was the butcher chairman in Edo State. And they experienced a lot of unruly oppression from that regime so far. And I'm just trying to be careful with my words now. So they decided to create an association called the Edo State Practicing Butchers. They created their association, they inaugurated them, and they made Comrade Akero DJ the Butchers chairman. Then Obiswa took them to court. They were in court for a long time, and they won the court case.
Yeah.
So now, he has been chairman for 5 years because he started his second tenure, I think, this year. So making it 5 years. Now, this Sonny Omokaro was the previous chairman before he got in.
Okay.
And exactly was the previous. I'm trying not to be political now because of the. I wanted to talk about the aspect where he was saying is there Yamus that sent them and all that. Maybe you will have to do this broadcast again. If I was aware, I would have brought the Busher chairman.
Oh. Are you there? Oh, I think we. Your name. Hello. We cannot hear you anymore.
Hello, sir.
Okay, you are back now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now 2 days ago, Omokaro came out because it's in their usual behavior because they always plan coming back to the Bushers Union to take over the leadership of the union. In fact, during last year's election, they've already warning up. They've already created all kind of, in fact, planned all kind of attack. That the moment they declare they have winner, take over the union. Unfortunately, they did not win that election. So now they've been looking for different ways to take over the union. So 2 days ago, this Sonny Omokaro came up with a publication. He wrote, I will send those publications to you on WhatsApp. He wrote that this present chairman is extorting money from the Bushers. He is oppressing the Bushers. That the Bushers are complaining. That he is bragging that is related to the governor. That nobody can do him anything. That the governor should please remove this present chairman as the Bushers chairman. That was the publication they wrote 2 days ago. Of which this present chairman he responded to that publication to say that there was nothing like that. And in all honesty, the Busher Union were actually planning their unity party. They organize the unity party every year, every December, where they come together, discuss their challenges and the way forward. So that was what they were planning on doing. None of the members or the executives complained of his leadership or said that, oh, chairman, we want you to leave this position. So now Omokaro just came up with some people that are actually engineering it. Well, they actually took it to court today. So I'm going to present some of those documents to you later on WhatsApp. Now, moving forward.
Yeah.
After the chairman wrote, replies the publication Sonny Omokaro did, he decided to go to Sonny Omokaro to confront him and ask him why he did that. That was what led to that video that went viral. Sonny Omokaro brought out his gun and said that he wanted to shoot them. So they quickly brought out their phones and said, investigation and claim that the Busha chairman used guns to oppress people. The next day, you were the one that was carrying arms, went to the Busha to be harassing them. Because
Okay.
there were more than 5 that came. It was because the others escaped. They did not expect the way the event now turned out. They actually came to kind of like scare people away and do something like an overthrow. So if you notice, Sonny Omokaro was enclaved in the slaughter where he could not actually escape. That was why it is only Sonny Omokaro that is trending. He was not alone.
Okay, now where after this whole scene, where is Sonny Omokaro as we speak? Is he in prison? Okay, that means there's hope that he could be sentenced to prison. Hello?
Yes, she can say it depends on the decision of the court. The court has to decide that. She's not in a position to say that.
Just hold on. Yeah, Blessing. Blessing, do we have hope that he could be sentenced to prison?
Most likely, I don't know. It depends on how the court case turns out to be. But yesterday in the station, they asked him if he has license for the gun. He said he doesn't have license. And that's already a criminal offense. So
Yeah.
I want to know how the event will turn out. But I'm going to follow it up. Like I said, I've been forgotten to that union.
Okay.
When it comes today, I will still be in court on Monday.
Okay, now the sense on your Omokaro, before I let you go, according to the information we are hearing, they said he's affiliated with Pastor Sage Zeyamu, and we're also hearing another information that he's also affiliated with the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki. Please, can you enlighten us on this? Pardon?
That's not true. He's Pastor Sage Zeyamu's boy.
Oh.
You understand? Like I said earlier, I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to make this whole thing political because it's even actually more than as I have explained. So, but I will allow the court to do his job. He's Yamu's boy, right hand boy. I can send you pictures of him and Yamu.
Oh.
I will send you everything that you need to know, Nigeria Watch, because I saw the video. I saw the notification. Sonny Omokaro, I was like, my bro supposed to talk about this issue. Then I should have known earlier. I would have given you all this information. I would have not brought the Shema.
No, I would like to still have the Butcher Shema on one-on-one interview.
Okay, I will arrange that, sir.
Yes, and before you go, I think somebody want to ask a question. Somebody were indicating interest, right?
Yeah, no, Mr. Elvis, I was trying to let you know that that's a lot of things supposed to be one-on-one with her, not everything for our own protection. Please.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
You are very right.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Thank you.
To say so many things, but I wanted you people to know what's on ground. That was the reason. In fact, I had to hurry up to park my car so I can quickly call into this.
Oh wow.
So
Thank you for this. You know, at least you called in the right time. Now my panelists have what to deliberate on now. Thank you very much, my sister. I appreciate you. We lost her again. Let me see if she can reconnect back again before we move on. I don't want it to be like we just cut off the phone like that.
I don't think we need her anymore. She have told us what she want to do.
She has done her best. She has said you should.
All right.
You can go.
Okay.
Thank you very much, the consultant that called in. You've been able to at least address a lot of the situation, what most of us would have been saying. Now we know that Sonny is in state CID. Now we know that he was taken to court. So for that, I think Sonny Omokaro case should just go, and we should allow court to take their decision, because the evidence before him, if this evidence get to court, it now left for the court. That's when we will know whether our judiciary, I don't call it judiciary, our judiciary, if they have shared the game, they have collected the game, because we know what can happen. This is Nigeria. So that's what I think.
Let me throw more life into this thing. Good evening, fellow panelists, and good evening, Edo and Nigerian as a whole. You know, Mr. Leftist is very true. Something right now is under the judicial panel, and then we should be able to, try to get our things clear, and we should let them judge their case. One thing I have to put, we need to also educate the public why this thing is important to us. Reflecting on this is the possession of firearms. Now, I'm going to give you something to the public now, especially those who think you can take laws into your hand a boy day. In the Nigerian Constitution, it says no prohibition of what? Firearm. No person shall have in possession under his control any firearm of one of the categories specified in part, because there are some parts in it, right? As referred as a prohibition of firearm, except in accordance with the license granted by a president acting in his discretion. You know, a lot of us does not understand the implications that all these things are. Most of our brothers and sisters who will say, hey boy, you carry compassion because you believe you have one or two persons around you. It is in the Nigerian Constitution, it is prohibited because you are not given that permit. And even if you are given that permit, he should be arrested and they should go through all his permit and see if he has the right certificate for these things. But all these things we are saying playing on, like you said, Mr. Leftist, let's leave it for the court. If actually there is this independence of the judiciary, because we have one or two persons that might truncate these things, but we are pleading to the judiciary to please go into this matter and make sure this thing is safe. Because right now we are having a rampant things like this, and it's coming as if it's just pure water. My people, we have to be very careful because we don't take law. We don't want to take laws into our hands, but most of us don't think our laws actually exist. And this is why you're seeing all these things playing, because if there is a proper, government and the system is well placed, you will see this thing playing on right now on the social media, harassing when the police was there. This is, to me, seeing that video was a disgrace to us. Our police was just, if it's here or somewhere around the globe, you don't see the police will take, you will see a full arm police, because that is a life-threatening scene. This is my contribution for now.
Yes.
Mr. Najawash.
Yeah.
Hakim, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hakim,
we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Hakim, go ahead.
Yeah, guys, before I go ahead, please, we need the likes to get to 100. It's very, very poor where it is right now. It's not good enough. You guys can do better, please. The likes needs to do much better than where it is right now.
Can we have some likes, my people? Please,
likes, please. Listen, you guys just got first-hand information about this whole situation. At least, just show a little bit of appreciation. Hit the like button. Let us hit the like button. 100 likes before we carry on. Let's go, people. Let's go. Show a little bit of appreciation. Hit the.
All right.
Listen, I'm gonna make a submission regarding this. I was watching a platform last time, and the guy was saying, Obaseki is not empowering the youth. Shomole empower the youth. So when they make this comment, I always ask myself, I say, who are the youth? Okay, who are these youth that they are talking about? In Edo State, you have over 4 million people. And the people who are aged between 18 and 40 or 45, which you categorize as youth, they're probably 50% of that population. So in a situation whereby you have maybe all of these people they call youth now, it's maybe about 10,000 people if you had all of them together. So those are not the representative, the youth as a whole in the state. But the problem is that those people who they use for political thuggery, those people who they use to carry out all their atrocity, every time they come into power, They say they want to empower the youth. They want to empower those are the result of empowering the youth that they are telling you people about. Those are the consequences of empowering the youth. And these same people will come on platform and they will tell you there's no security. Those states have security challenges. What do you think leads to security challenges? When you harm people, you give them weapon. Listen, you know what? When I was listening to that lady just now that called in, what really broke my mind that the police in the police station was asking somebody who was holding a pump action if he has a permit. How can you have a permit for a pump action in the first place? You're not allowed to have a pump action, whether legal or illegal. You're not allowed to hold a pump action. So why are the police even asking him if he's licensed to hold a pump action? You see, for me, that country, man, it's heartbroken, my brother. I won't lie to you. It's heartbroken because you can't just. It's like you can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. It's like every time you look inside the tunnel, you see more darkness. You see more darkness. There's nothing good coming out of it. There's nothing good. This one is today now. Tomorrow you will hear another story. Next tomorrow you will hear another story. That of the judiciary, this guy, you will see him walking on the street very soon. Listen, me, I don't have any hope when it comes to the judiciary. I don't have any hope.
Me too.
Just give him a little time. Give him a little time. You will hear the guys out walking about the street. In fact, next time you will see me, we hold 2 pump action, 2. This one is only 1 is good. Next time you see you hold 2 Rambo style. You do Rambo style.
Can I come in, sir? Sorry, can I come in, sir?
Alex, yeah, you can come in.
Okay, go ahead. Alex.
Yes.
Akin, let me quickly, if Alex is not coming in, let me quickly answer some of your questions.
Now I got it. Yes, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Alex, you are good. Go ahead.
We can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
We are hearing you very well.
Hello, can you hear me?
Are you
Yes, we are hearing you.
We are hearing you.
I am here. Hello.
You go on. We're hearing you.
Nigeria.
Oh, hold back. You can't hold back.
Okay. If you can hear me, can I carry on now? I want to comment on that. For me, the guy, I heard that lady saying the guy is connected with Pastor Izeyamo. I don't like mentioning name. So I want to say
Alex.
Okay.
Go and come back.
Can you guys hear me?
You need to go and come back, Alex. Alex is struggling. Let me remove him for now. I want him to come back again.
Okay, Alex, let me talk to you briefly. Alex, you are having a network problem, and again, you are having hold back from you. The hold back is as a result of.
Not here anymore. He told Mr. Toya contribute. Alex I've removed him. He will come back.
I think you have a second set playing it back. That should be the problem. Maybe one of the other phones is playing back.
If he's listening, he's having a set. He's listening to himself, and we are having hold back because the set is listening to the microphone here is speaking. So,
Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Alex.
Yes. This is the only part, or one of the few parts, the governor has really failed to take charge as a governor of the state. I'm not sure he has done anything like school politics, union politics, activism, or any kind of leadership position apart from stock breaking and banking and figures and money business. He's not taking charge of those states as it should be, like a governor should do it. You know, I know these guys are friends. Izeyamo or Igbinedion or Obaseki. I know they are all friends. They've all got a meeting point. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Go ahead.
So they've all got a meeting point. But when it comes to administration, you must be ready to step on toes. Our governor is not stepping on toes in that area. Our governor is selective when it comes to that area. He's fragile. What exposed him was the anti-grazing law that he was romancing and he was dancing. He called a fake town hall meeting, a fraudulent town hall meeting, just to buy time. What is the result of the town hall meeting now? I'm just giving that as an example, that the governor is just not fit enough when it comes to security-wise. He's not securing Edo State. By now, that guy, his matter should have been fast-tracked. By now, he should have been made a public spectacle, like an example, so that others will learn. Somebody handling weapons in the public, and you are telling me it's close to Izeyamu. This is where the problem is. This is where the problem is. So our governor is joking with security. He is only good at awarding projects, he's tying roads here and there. But governance is not all about project lives. Who are going to use this project if you cannot handle the security of the state as it should be?
Sorry, my brother.
You must be brutal sometimes applying the law. You must step on toes. Izeyamu is a big fish in this state, and we all know it. People close to him can.
What's the direction?
Yes, comment. Yes, I can hear you, but I'm not done. People close to. No, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, sir.
Round up in 1 minute, yeah.
Just 1 minute, please.
Go ahead.
Just 1 minute. So, for me, all this, what's it called? Party politics. Yes. All this party politics, all the way from Abuja. Yes, I'm here. All the way from Abuja, our governor is afraid of stepping on toes. He is afraid of arresting people. He's afraid of signing anti-grazing law, and making sure he carries it out to the letter, the way some governors have done it in their state. I know somebody's going to argue and say signing anti-grazing law doesn't guarantee security in the state, but you can make a difference. For example, Wike drove these guys away from River State. Ondo governor drove them away. Neighboring state drove them away. Why is our governor fit dragging? So in that, there is this party. You will see them, if any of them lose their mother or father, you will see them shaking themselves. You will see Lucky and this one shaking. You will see the other one in church. They will not hug themselves. Now you saw the 36 governors coming together to lobby World Health Organization, to lobby UK to lift up the red alert list of the coronavirus. So these guys are friends. They're just using us to play. My own last word is that our youth should stop selling their votes. They should stop being thugs to these guys. They mean no good. Thank you.
From the US. Can I come in? Nigeria wants good afternoon from the US.
Yes, you are focused.
Good evening to you.
Thank you.
Before Maureen,
Can I come in? Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity and for this wonderful program. You know, Alex have offended me again. You know, I'm the godfather of all these politicians. Obaseki is my son. Why will you want my son to step on toes? Who told? Who told my son step on? My son is going to be senator. My son is moving ahead to become minister of finance in Nigeria. Why will he step on toes?
Gentlemen, observation. I think we're supposed to be discussing maturity here. I don't understand what is happening.
That is maturity, my friend. This is not a child's play. You know, this same guy that they arrested in state CID is going to be out tomorrow.
Can we be reasonable here?
You know, the thing is this.
Please, Mr. Adigi, be the one to direct people to talk, please. We are not kids here. Please, be the one to moderate and direct to talk. Please.
Everybody cannot be talking at the same time. Please, Ejina, go to the point, please.
Hold on. The point is this. The point I'm trying to make is this. You know, whatever we're talking about or whatever Alex have just said, you know, he have hit the nail in the head. And I'm also saying the same thing. The thing is that Obaseki will not step on toes because he has a political ambition. You know, after the governor, he wants to become a senator, he wants to go into become a minister. He's not going to do all that. He won't do it. No more if we scream from Nantes in Jericho, he's not going to do it. The same guy they arrested today, by tomorrow you're going to see that guy with AK-47, no longer compassion. You know, so that is just the thing. The only thing that we're going to do is this, is to keep on begging our judiciary. That system is compromised. You know, they have to revive that system. That's the only way it works.
All right.
If the Ghana must go back, we'll not go to the judge tonight or tomorrow night to plead for Omokaro. You know, so that is the problem that we are facing. Not that what I was saying just now that I was cracking a joke. I was trying to make a point. Sometimes you might say something that you think is not serious, but it is serious. That is the way the Godfather played their part in Nigeria.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
not even only in Nigeria, in the whole world. In the whole world. And that is just the thing. The only thing that our own is very, very obvious, that is too open, that even the blind man can see. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Engineer. Yeah, let me talk to Mr. Mori. Mr. Mori, sir, talk to us. Go ahead. Everybody have to be talking at 2 minutes because everybody needs to contribute and we need to pick some calls as well. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for this opportunity once again.
Thank you, sir.
This is a very sensitive and a very important issue in our community. Now, this is started from campus. It has come to our society. It was between group and it had 5 people get buried. Please, I'm seeing another Rwanda. We have to do everything humanly possible. We have to be serious with this issue. They have their backing, I know. Either they have their backing either from the church, from the tradition, or from their political. Here, we are not playing politics. And again, now Omokaro is not a Fulani guy. We have to be focused on the subject matter, on the issue at stake. This is not a Fulani head now. Also, the kidnappers are not even Fulanis. Let's stay focused, please. See, the genocide, the Rwanda Holocaust was caused between 2 ethnic groups that were living together like brothers and sisters. Over nothing. We had over 1 million people were killed in less than 100 days between April 1994 and July 1994. Please, this issue we are toiling with is more dangerous than we see it. Please, communities are started raising, buying an AK-47, and they will soon start rising against each other. Please, let's be serious and let's be guided, and let's leave politics aside. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Israel Semuta, go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Once again, I really came here again to talk about this matter which Mr. Omori just raised. Mr. Omori is very absolutely right. I'm going to give you, right from day one, I have been saying it here, that what Mr. Omori just hit on the Rwanda genocide not taking place, is something similar not taking place in our city or our country, is just like this. The reason is this, my people, everybody listen. The Rwanda genocide started because of the ethnic violence, right? What is happening in our state right now, we are not far, because since after the election, Edo State has been divided along party lines. I have been saying this thing as a warning to each and everybody. Nobody is listening. And Mr. Mori is hitting it, and it's true. If care is not taken, you are going to see this, because somebody is raising an alarm. And another, something is also happening. But you have others, our platform, perpetuating these old lies and changing people's mindset. Our people, be careful, because they are using this is what they sit in their houses. They have debated on all these things to change your idea, to start voting this. If you don't vote for us, we are going to do it like this. This is how they continue to do this. That is why you see people holding guns. because they want to prove, they want to use intimidation, they want to use voter suppression, they want to use everything so that they get into power. They are already using it on the social media space now. We need to educate our people. Don't go and sell yourself into this nonsense, because what is happening now is because our country is divided, or our city is divided between party lines. Party A don't want to agree with Party B. Party B don't want to agree with Party A. So the best option now, my people, is for us to come together. Those who have ears, let them hear. Because if we don't come together as a people and work for our youth, because what is happening now, the people who are in power are not suffering it all. They are busy enjoying themselves back in wherever they live.
Thank you.
They are going to use you as one thing and go and dump you somewhere. Our people, please, let's unite together and vote these people out. Don't vote for any of them. Go and vote another political party. This what this guy is saying is actually true, because you are going. Some people are going to say, "Hey, not mind them." You are going to see that this thing is going to play out. That is my contribution for now.
Thank you, Israel. I have someone on the phone right now. My panelists, please give me 1 minute. Let's talk to the person on the phone. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Go ahead, talk to us.
Now, I want to enlighten us on this issue.
Okay.
You can see the lady that called in.
What's his name? What's his name?
Okay, sir. What's your name? What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
The good comrade. Please, I want to enlighten
Sir, where are you calling from? This is a debate. People want to know your name and where you are calling from.
The United Kingdom, the good comrade. Now,
Okay.
this is my point now. The woman that called in now,
Yeah.
I want to beg all the panelists to listen with an open mind. This is very important, because Nigeria Watch is one of the biggest platforms. So if we have a platform like this, we should not come on air and be giving wrong information. But to go a long way to cause a lot of damages. Now, the lady that called in now is a consultant to the present chairman, who is one faction of the crisis. So you can understand.
Yeah, she's right.
So we should not just take everything. Hold on, please. We should not just take everything she told us 100%. Most of the things she said is correct, no doubt. But there are some vital information she left out. Now, a name was mentioned, but this one. A name was also mentioned, the Omokaro man. Then the present chairman now, who is now fighting Omokaro. These are three names. The person that was recording, I was saying, he he intentionally mentioned that name because it was recorded. Because if his name is not there, he will not win this argument. Isayamu is not in government. Nobody outside government can fight a governor. Omokaro works for Obaseki 4+4 last dispensation. So don't let us be deceived. That guy was just mentioning Isayamu name to just paint Omokaro black. From the information we have right now,
Yeah.
When Omokaro was taken off as the chairman, he went to build his own abattoir with the Kikao. That's his private property. They came to meet him. Are we getting this part?
Yeah.
Now, God bless you. That lady that called is a consultant to this present chairman who is fighting Omokaro. So what do you expect?
It doesn't matter.
So
Listen, can I quickly ask him a question, please?
Wait, let me quickly take this man. Let me
No,
quickly
we don't have people if it's here.
Hold on now, everybody.
This is how you guys divide us. Stop saying 4+4. If you want to
I
talk,
like to
talk is great.
finish.
Hold on now. Somebody's talking on the phone. You guys should hold on.
now, my position is this. I don't belong to any of them. I want Edo's greatness. That's
You
my
belong.
position. But what I want to do, for me to balance reportage, there will be need for me to bring Omokaro to come and also air his own side before we can conclude. Because we should not just listen to one of the consultant to one of the factors that is fighting.
Sir, Omokaro don't supposed to be here. Supposed to be in prison.
No, we are not the cause. If you see, if Omokaro is found with a gun and that gun is not registered, let him go to Oko. It's not my concern.
Even if it's registered, is it meant to keep people? Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let others contribute. You can call back. Thank you, sir. Let others also contribute to what you said. All right. Let me talk to, hold on, my people. Let me talk to I need to get the names right. Let me talk to Edward Ago. Edward Ago, go ahead, talk to me.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. Talk to me, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening to everyone, and to the viewers also. I welcome every one of you. I really listened to the comment everyone will just make it see. Everyone spoke well. It's just that there's a particular thing that we are missing. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. We are hearing you.
Okay, there is a particular thing that we are missing. You know, there is a saying that says that if you tell a blind person to go and bring the things that were shared before, that we want to reshare it again, that blind person, he already collected, he not go like go bring and come back. He might be thinking that maybe now when he go and bring those things, it's like you want to cheat him. So for that reason, he will not go and bring those things back. What am I trying to say is that my name is Edward. In terms of politics, I've worked with them for so many years. Start from the time of Lucky Benedion, I worked for him for a very long time. I was one of those that really stand beside him then as a political whatever. Now, in those times, after the election, there is a bargain that will be given to the youth that work as a youth protesting then. Now, this bargain were not brought back. Then the instrument that were being given to these same youths, they were announced to return them back. You understand? But out of 100, believe me, it was not up to 20 that brought those things back.
Yeah.
You understand? The remaining 80, our guy just relaxed on his own, say, after all, since in office settle these people, they should go with whatever thing they have. You understand? This thing has becoming, not even right from Lucky 10 on, it has becoming. But there are stages in life where somebody, they mature, they reach, that will make you to make some decision. You understand? How long will I continue this? I'm talking on behalf of our youth today, because myself, I'm a victim. You understand? That's why I put on video call. Maybe some people that might know me might be watching. You understand? When you don't upgrade for life, these are not the things that you will do to live for your children and your born children. You understand? You need to rethink, because these people will later realize that they are using us as their own benefits. You understand? At the end of the day, we will be there crying for nothing. The only thing that they think that we've already benefit from them, it is those guns and those things that they brought. Because they believe that after they already did that shit, you can go and use those tools to do whatever thing you like. You understand? And that is what is killing those states today. You understand? So please, I will want to use this medium to speak to everyone. You see, this Nigeria Watch platform is just one platform that I really love so much. And I see it as one of the biggest platforms that have really gone viral. You understand? Not just to come here and speak, not just to come. We know what we are doing, what Nigeria Watch is doing. You are doing the right thing now. You are standing on the right track. But I also want us to use this same platform to make the youth understand. I know that we'll be crying for so long. We'll be crying for so long, but these people, they are not hearing. You understand? But they say get where they push somebody reach. You push and reach to some extent. You cannot continue to push it. This person might bounce back at you. You understand? All we need in our state, in our country today, we need God intervention. We need prayers, because that is the only solution that we need. Because you remember some weeks back when Tony Kabaka came out to speak about some youth using AK-47 in some communities. You understand? That issue, when Tony Kabaka come out from this same platform, can't speak. But believe me, who go there, go investigate that issue? That case was just swept under the carpet.
Yes.
You understand? Because why? Oga who know who and who know who, they already challenge on that matter, say nobody should talk about that issue. They should close it there. You understand? Because nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to say what is really going on. All they are doing in our state is just to destroy everything. So we need prayer in that country. Thank you very much.
Before I talk to other panelists, please hold on. We have a caller. We are going to take it. I would like to be fair today. Hello, Mr. Joseph Sunday, all the way from Germany. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, all. I greet all the panelists over there. My brother, comrades, good evening, bros. This issue we are talking about, I had some people measuring is a Yamo or no is a Yamo. Is there anybody that is not in government that would be controlling any government agency like the abattoir we are measuring about now? It's not possible. That is the truth. Whether we like it or not, if, for example, this same person, Omokaro, we are measuring now, and said he worked with Ize Yamo, does it really mean that because this person worked with you now, comrade, Mr. Najawash, if you have somebody that is anchoring program on your own platform, and the person went and commit any crime, does that mean that you send that person? That is a question.
No.
It does not mean that you send that person. Until the court prove otherwise, that you are with evidence before the judge that you are involved.
Exactly.
Before you can be accused, or before you can be seen to be supporting this person to commit crime. That is the truth. But for the now, talking of our judiciary, we don't have judiciary in Nigeria. They always go the way the governors and the president want them to go. Let me tell you something. Some years ago, Nosa Adam, key person, during PDP primary, they were doing primary, he used compassion to key person. Today he's working freely in our society. He's working freely in our streets of Edo State. So let people not bring politics into an issue committed or a crime committed by an individual. If this guy committed a crime, let him go for it if our judiciary are doing their job well. If they are not corrupt, anybody caught with illicit harm, this is mass destruction harm that we just found with a person who is not a state actor. You understand? Is moving around with this mass destruction arm and ammunition, and people are watching. What are we talking about? This man, our brother talking of Yosna, he was talking about working with Lucky Nature and the issue of how they give boys arm and ammunition. No governors in Nigeria does not do that. They do it. They control whatever that happens in Nigeria. The president is just in Aso Rock. I am not trying to protect the president. Whatever that is happening in Edo State, it has nothing to do with the president. If we want to hold anybody accountable, let us hold the governor and the people we sent to represent us.
Thank you, sir.
So
we need to go now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Let's quickly talk to one more caller, my people. Please just bear with me and let's move on. Mr. Pius, good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. Been a while. How are you doing, sir? Hello, Mr. Pius. Good evening, sir. Been a while. How are you doing?
I'm fine. God bless you, sir. God bless everybody.
Thank you.
I'm happy to hear from you.
Same here.
I don't just want to call.
Thank you, no problem.
Talking, my brother. Those days, let us just forget about that in those days. You should be just making noise. Like that one, let me make an example. Do you know what is going on in those states? Because it's just for example, as you are a leader of Nigeria also, I know the calls you receive from Edo State. You want to keep your mouth shut. There are many things you want to do, but
Yeah.
Because I know you receive many calls. You yourself know, so you don't want to talk. They call you in private. And Nigeria, why are you doing this one? Nigeria, why can't you just play this thing for some time? We are going to talk to social person. You will change. Those things you already see there, so you don't want to talk. That is the truth of the matter. Then the same thing that happened in those states. They don't want to sleep on it.
All right.
Because they want to stop on it for midnight, they will call on you. They will laugh. All those big men, they laugh
Mr.
and laugh. They say, no, that's why I'm going to check
Mr. Pius, Mr. Pius, I think I'm the wrong person to use for that scenario. No, I will never take nobody's cause or belittle myself because of anybody. All of them are the same. All of them are devilish human beings. So I'm not part of that. But go ahead with your contribution.
I know you are not part of them, but I much I think because when you say like the last time Tony Kabaka come out about those things that they was saying so something about the government challenge Tony Kabaka come challenge the police commissioner and everybody. I am here, I'm going to Tony Kabaka, you should come and meet me. I will tell her the truth. Do you see anything happen?
All right.
I just say move forward.
Thank you.
That's one of the something. Thank you, Nigeria.
Thank you, Mr. Pius. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I got it from Edo State. I traveled before.
Wow. Anyway, in our next broadcast, I would like you to tell us the current situation of Edo State.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Yes. All right. Please, let's talk to Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. 2 minutes, please.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity once again. What I really want to say is, in every debate there is a moderator. Well, thank God that the situation is calm now. Is good now. I really wasn't happy the way everybody were coming in. If you, by the grace of God, is the moderator in this program, please choose out a time and say, Mr. A is going to talk for 2 minutes, Mr. C is going to talk for 1 minute. But the situation where all of us come in rowdily, I think this is not mature.
No,
what am I trying to say is that by the grace of God, those of us here, we are all clamoring now that there is a level of indiscipline in our nation, in our Edo State. And we are trying to set ourselves as an example. And I want to believe the whole world is watching us right now. So if what we are just doing some few minutes ago, that is how we're going to do it, it becomes like a child's play. So I want to give this advice. I may not be here next time, but in a subsequent meeting like this, please try to make it orderly. Please, it's very important. Yeah, who you are not permitting to talk, who you're not calling upon to talk, let them hold their peace. So I want to leave that. And quickly, everybody have talked about this Izeyamu name being mentioned. That is the area I really wanted to talk about before. The man that was shouting from the background is Izeyamu boy. We can understand that this is all political. The woman that called in, good, she gave us some light. Like that our brother said, everything she said is not all false and it's not all truth, but there are some lights from what she brought in. But for her who also made a call to be measuring Izeyamu, it is all political. Our brother there, I think lefties, did say that the government that be. Who is the government that be? We should not be afraid to say that. Obaseki is the government that be in Edo State. He's the chief security officer of the state. We all know how our country is. This pump action AK-47 we're talking about, they all have it. They know who they give it to. They know where it comes from. So if they are to check for who should be taken from, it still depends on the state governor, which he is not doing. Now, somebody did say that man was for Izeyamu. I mean, it's surprising that Izeyamu is not even the local government chairman. So people bringing in Izeyamu this time is not called for. Now in politics, some of us, we left politics over 25 years ago before we came to Europe, we came to America, a whole lot of us here in this forum right now. But I want to believe that the politics we all tested at times and left is not the same anymore. I'm very sure some of us, we came to abroad thinking that in the next few years we will go back home to do well for our nation. But what is happening right there now? Oh, for example, I don't see how my children go and stay in that country. Personally, I'm just saying this. By the grace of God, I've got 4 kids born here in Europe. I don't see how they go and dwell in that country. So if we are trying to do anything better for that country, we are trying to do it for those that are at home. Because Nigeria, Edo State, has become like a court. That place has become like a court. Oshomole empowered people by pompation with AK-47, like they said. A new governor came in, a technocrat for that matter. A man who is supposed to check every situation. But he continued with the same people. Yes. What is happening in politics? If I was a strong man in the other side, in the other era, when a new governor come in, a new chairman come in, they are coming to look for me. That is exactly what is happening. So that so-called Omokaro, I want to tell us here right now that he's working for the very government that be, the power that be of today. Like many of us have said it here. Don't be surprised by next tomorrow that man is working freely on the streets. Because he have a doorway money do what or ye. So you know that there is somebody behind him who can make a call and say get him out. And that is why he continues to do that. But above all, I want to say that we all should be very sincere, especially those of us that are here now. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are saying, we should try to always throw sentiment aside. Obaseki being our man, Izeyamu being our man, we should throw sentiment aside so that those things can be better. For the fact that you and I, we have seen what is development. God have helped us to be in countries that knows what is called development. So it is that development, if by the grace of God we have that opportunity, we should be thinking of taking to our country.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Israel Assembler, please talk to us 2 minutes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. I really appreciate what you said. Well, for me, what I want to say is you're still highlighting on what we have been saying before. You speak about the politics that is playing right now and what is going on and people holding AK-47 and pompation and the rest. Mr. Jonathan, thank you and you said you live in Europe. And one thing I want to also tell our people, we have been saying it here, a system that is being hijacked by hoodlums, by those who does not understand the word system or even what we call democracy and what we call law. They don't understand it. And they are the people holding the grounds and the fundamental element of the holds the state. So that becomes a problem. You made mention of your children being born into here because you see a system that is unjust. What we are trying to do, and we still have, nobody is going to put sentiment because we always stay on the fact here. Unless we start educating our youth on what governance is, we are not going to go anywhere. And I'm happy that the likes of you who have had a taste of what is going on there and you want to transform it to be part of this place. I really appreciate it. But where are we going from here? How many of us here continue to vie on this or clamor for this our youth to understand? It is none. Because we still have platforms that are everywhere in around the social media space talking nonsense and don't even give facts. This is the problem. You have a struggle whereby people just come into the air to hijack it just because to their own selfish interest. How long are we going to continue like this? We need to set the standard. And where's the standard? Is by ensuring that these people who have hijacked this political system foundation, we must remove them. And this is the right time the youth should learn. Do not sell your PVC. Vote on another party that does not have a taste in government. Give them what is rule and change the status quo. All this one we are going to say, go and hijack. Look at we all play politics. All these people putting this one, 4+4, is a yamu. Leave these people aside. Bring in new political parties that knows what they want to do. Change the system because we are old enough. What are we going to tell our children? What are we going to tell our children? Our people are still happy. People in Europe who enjoy the dividends of democracy. Are those people still saying, my leader? Where are we going to? And we come here and we say, we are living. No, we have nothing to write home about. We need to start making things right and making sure that the fundamental principle of that place need to go back to the people who understand what governance is. This is the problem we are facing.
Thank you. Thank you. Israel right there. Let me talk to Hakim. Hakim, talk to me.
Yes, brother, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, listen, I just want to quickly say something here, because for me, I disagree with, is it Mr. Jonathan? I completely disagree with the mode. If we are having a debate, right? And just imagine, I've been here now for what, about roughly over an hour now, and this is my second contribution I'm making. I should be able to interject to whatever submission somebody is making in between. The only thing I'm against is that if one person say, listen, can I come in? That one man should be allowed to quickly come in and make whatever submission they want to make. Because don't forget, what you guys are trying to do is to create a platform that you call a debate, that whereby you make a submission, and I'm sitting here listening to everybody, and then somebody make a point I want to counter. I can't counter that point at that time. By the time you come to me, that thing is off my head. I'm no longer in that mood. So that is no longer. You come to me and say, "Oh, Akim, what do you want to say?" Then you need to say everything that I said in the first time. That is not a debate.
You can bullet point anything you want to talk about. That's why you need to have a pen and paper with you. Anything you want to talk about, bullet point it. Anytime it gets to your turn, you can talk about it. Because if somebody is talking, 5 people might want to respond to that person at the same time.
It should be the first person.
Pardon?
It should be the first person that come in. It should be if anybody say, "Can I come in?" You give the floor.
The best way is to bullet point your question down. Whenever it gets to you, you can still refer back to it.
All right, I'll quickly make my submission here. First of all, so the other caller that said somebody to own an abattoir, let me first of all let them know that an abattoir is not part of any government agency. Abattoir is a private business. That is one part. So for somebody to own an abattoir, it doesn't have anything to do with government. That is one part. Then secondly, we need to understand the workings of government. Mr. Alex was making a submission earlier and was saying the government need to fast track. How can an executive chambers of government dictate to the judiciary how they should run their affairs? I think some people want us to have a democratic system of government, at the same time have a military system of government. We cannot have both at the same time. We can only have one. If you might not be happy with the way it works, but that is how it works. That is how it is designed. They say the guy has been arrested. He has been taken to court. What do you want Obaseki to go and fast track? Some people cannot make a submission without bringing Obaseki name into it. That is what I've come to realize sometimes. Because for me, I've always said I don't care. It's just like what happened during the what do you call this man, during the Emmanuel Igbogu and this guy inside the palace last time. I don't care what happened between two of them. My problem with the other man was that you was fighting somebody inside the palace. You can't do that. So whatever transpired between two of you, I don't care. Whatever them two, whatever their problem are, I don't care. The man was holding a gun illegally. So why do I care what happens? I don't give a damn what happens. The man was holding a weapon illegally. So whether it's a Yamu boy, whether it's Obaseki boy, I don't care. I don't really give a damn whose boy he is. So why does that matter more than we having justice? That is the question. Why does it matter more whose boy the guy is? I don't care who he works for. I just want to know that the guy is in court, which he is, and whatever the justice system come up with, it is what it is. So I think some people will come up and say, I don't want to be political, I don't want to be sentimental. But at the end of the day, you are being sentimental, you are being political. The point of the day is that whether this guy work for Obaseki, whether he work for Ezeyamu, it should not be our problem. Our problem should be that we seem that the police seem to be doing their job, that the guy has been arrested and he has been taken to court. That is my own submission, my brother.
Thank you, Akim. We have a caller here before I move on with you guys. Let me talk to this caller. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from, please. Turn down your system. Go ahead.
My name is Kisley.
Okay, Mr. Kingsley, go ahead.
Just quick one. Akim, thank you very much for this your last contribution you just said. Nowadays, we Nigerians, the two things in our religions, the problem we have in our country. If somebody just do something wrong, because you are PDP or APC, you are above the law, that's rubbish. We need to put the books. You see this on Passport Nigeria Watch. I really appreciate you for all the effort you're making to make Edo great.
Thank you, sir.
With this your platform alone, Sunday Omokaro can go to jail with this your platform. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I personally, I know Sunday Omokaro. You understand what I'm saying? I would have the Sunday Omokaro is somebody that have constituted a lot of nuisance in Edo State when he was a chairman in the National Bush Association. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to mention it. My mom is a member of the National Bush Association. You understand what I'm saying? When Obiswa was their chairman, he was the one that put Sunday there. You understand what I'm saying? Sunday regime is gone, another person is ruling now. The guy that was mentioning the Israel Yamo, he just wants to be controversial. We're not after politics now at the moment now. If somebody commits any crime, you're going to go and kill somebody or do anything because you are APC or PDP, you are above the law. That's rubbish. Like, religion now. Let them go into it. We live in the Western world here now. An Englishman will tell you an ignorance is not an excuse. You understand what I'm saying now? This guy saw me. How can you come out to the pop and show all the lights and the police people are there watching you? You have to go to the pop and show. What kind of country is that? Are we in a banana republic? To abort the lights, pop and show. What's going on? They don't last a pop and show. Most of these boys in the all of them, they would have a local mate that is licensed, but they will use the pop and show to constitute users. When the police get to their house,
all right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We need to talk to someone else. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
So, please, this matter, emphasize on this matter a lot. And make sure that you bring it into the public domain so that everybody's attention can draw on this. And Obaseki can be able to put this money into jail.
Thank you.
It's not above the law.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. My people, let's speak to someone else. We have Efrata Catfish with us. Good evening to you, madam. How are you doing today? Go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, so good evening.
Yeah.
Look, I was trying to get the image of the person that was brandishing the gun on the video you're showing, and it looks exactly like the guy that did the same thing on Mission Road when I was driving down on Mission Road last week. So some of this I don't know what the Okhoromi police, I'm not sure what officials they were, stopped him, okay? Next thing I was in traffic across on the other side, and I saw this guy, he's about 6'2", dark-skinned, quite a good-looking man, you know, between the ages of, mid-40s or so. I just can't make it, I'm watching from my phone. And the next thing I know, he pulled out an AK-47. I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And he was kind of like pointing it at one of the officials. And then the official was like, well, you do whatever you want to do.
Wow. Madam, I think we lost you right there. I don't know if someone is calling a phone because we have another person on another phone. Oh, so sad. Okay. Epa, good evening, sir. Mr. Mother is on the phone. Talk to us, sir.
Thank you very much. Now, well done. I greet everybody in the house.
Thank you.
My question is this.
Yes, sir.
Everybody they talk about AK-47 or AK-47 politicians gave it to them. I swear to Almighty God, we've had opportunity of seeing elections since year 2000 in Edo or 1999 thereabout up to this time. Not a lot of people, no incidents of killings with AK-47. Right from Oshomole's time up to this
All right.
Experience all this shit and know what I'm saying. Please, they should just they should differentiate themselves from saying politicians give them arms. No politician will get gifted because that will mess it them up. Nothing like that.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. All right, my people. I want everybody to, in case you still want to contribute to this, Sonny Omokaro's AK compassion issue. Everybody have to do that in 1 minute because we are moving to the next topic.
Please, can I come in? Yes, can I come in, sir? Mr. Alex, also come in.
Alex, go ahead. Talk to us.
When I don't forget me, anyways, guys, Mr. Hakim, I heard what you said. I didn't say Obaseki should fast track the process of execution or judiciary. Number one, I've noticed, Mr. Hakim, when we are debating, you always want to make the debate all about you. Only you have to be talking. Each time you don't talk, once you start talking, you just start complaining. Calm down. It's a debate for everybody. It's not for you alone. That's one. So people are on this platform sometimes during that debate, throughout the 3 hours, they will never talk for almost 2 or 3 times, but you will just keep talking. So it's not Hakim debate, it's Nigeria Watch debate. So, and two, I'm not mentioning Obaseki because I want to tarnish his image. He's my governor, he's the one in power. If you don't want us to mention your name, don't vie as a governor. They must mention your name, whether you are directly connected or not, because it's his government. So for me, like Mr. Is it Jonathan said or so, he said it all that Edo State politics, Nigerian politics is a cult. It's messy, it's very messy, it's very dirty.
You only have 2 minutes, only 2 minutes.
So in a sane system by now, even if the governor is not going to arrest that man personally, he will make a statement about it. That a video is flying around the social media. You make a statement and order the policemen to do their job. That's what I was trying to say. I didn't say Obaseki should fast track his arrest or the guy going to jail. That's the point. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. All right, people, can we move on now to Governor Obaseki and Ohen of Okhoromi?
I thought you said everybody's going to have 1 minute on it also.
Okay, all right. Let me just come to Hakim.
Hakim, you want to start? I do like Hakim.
No, I'm not trying. I'm not going to respond.
Utilize your 1 minute, please.
I know. Listen, I'm not going to respond back to Alex. I just want to say, it's a platform, it's a debate. So if you have anything to say, you say. I've been on this debate at times whereby I was there all night and I only spoke once. You guys can testify. So if I have something to say, I want to say it out. So if I come here and I can't speak my mind, I can't say what's the point of me sitting here? So I might as well go to bed and sleep. So that's why. So if I want to talk, I will raise my hand up or I will come in and I will talk. If I have nothing to say, I will just log out of this thing and go to bed. It's after 8 now. But it's a debate platform.
Why you pounded yam?
Exactly. So if I have something to say, that's why you see me coming in. So it's not Hakim's debate. It's just the fact that I want to hear my mind. So just like you as well. So that's it.
That's fine. That's what it's called. That's why it's called debates. Anybody can, oppose anybody here. That's not a problem at all. Let me go to Lefty Toya. 1 minute, please. Because we are moving to the next topic right now. Lefty Toya, talk to me.
Now, don't forget me, so I keep quiet to wait for my time. I don't really have much to say. To quickly correct Hakim that abattoir is not all private. Abattoir is not all private. We have a government abattoir in Oban Slope where government have come with inspectors all the time. Then you have the right also, if you are in the business, apply and have your abattoir, private abattoir. So I just want to correct that notion that you said abattoir is private business. So it's not just all private. That is for one. And again, for the pop action, why the police were asking if the pop action was licensed was that then the police can license on a special ground. It is illegal for you to have it, but on a self-recognition note, they can license one for you. They can license one for you. Sometimes, but sometimes when the chips goes down, don't deny. Like this one, the police just say, is it licensed? The police knows that pump action is not supposed to be with anybody. But for the police to ask, because the police also know that the commissioner of police can give you one. All self-recognition politicians do, you understand? So I just want to quickly make this correction.
Right, thank you.
And for a part that said, a part Monday that called it to defend politicians, I think it's very wrong. We're all looking at getting things straight. You that is diaspora, that go to Nigeria every time, that said you've participated in politics, you are now defending, or quote, the whole politicians, that they never give guns, that these boys buy guns for themselves. Just listen to yourself, sir. You are an elderly man. People are listening to us. You cannot say that. You cannot say that, sir. I just want to quickly just say
your time is over now. Thank you, Alex. 1 minute, please. No, please hold on. Everyone,
can I stay for 1 minute?
Pardon? Okay, go ahead. Talk to me 1 minute. Use your 1 minute now.
Okay, please, I just want to correct what Pamonde was saying, because you know, the Benin parable say, "Oh, na ye, you understand? In terms of all these things we're talking about, you cannot tell me that a young guy that is even managed to look for a square meal, if he afford up to 2 million naira to go buy AK-47 or not talk of pop passion. You understand? It's impossible. But what we are saying here is that there is no way these guns we are talking about that these youth are using over there has been brought from maybe our people from the diaspora, or it get other place where this gun they come from. Not they. Listen to this speech where what's it called? The deputy governor make during the time of their campaign. When he made that speech, which is Shaibu, said that they went because he talk Oha say Oshomole na his own in-law. He even see where they carry guns, load guns, put that the commissioner of police should come and investigate. You understand? He said that thing Oha in public, not even in say maybe they tell somebody when he tell another person. So we have to get these things right. We are not trying to be biased here. Myself, I'm not a member of any party, whether PDP or APC or whatsoever that is in power. I'm not so ever interested, but all I'm here for is to speak the truth. And we all should understand that the way the country is going today, we are going on the wrong side. If we don't continue to speak like this, my brother, believe me, it's going to turn to something else in that Edo state. That is the only thing I want to say for now. Thank you.
All right. Israel Senator, please talk to us.
May I say clap for Mr. Jonathan? You spoke the truth. Let them continue to dodge it from one side to the other side. My fellow Edo people, I don't tell you now, they smell they come because when it goes set, all of us they here. Una never tell them now, make the rest, make all of them, why yatota, when you hear yatota. Let us put the right people in government. All this is where una they see they happen. Now politics. They are driving it from center to left. Ave mwegedian. Because now that we are talking, una no one here. Don't listen to them. They'll play it from right to center. Now this one they tell you now. When the time comes, when injustice becomes the law, resistance becomes a necessity. It don't happen now. The resistance is coming. You cannot be pushing people to the wall and think say they will keep quiet. Don't come and tell us that APC, PDP, nobody belongs to them. We are tired of them. Let them go and sit down. Let us bring the new people who knows what they are doing. Instead, you hear the dad again. Now they are putting guns in their pocket as if you are putting corn.
Thank you. Let's talk to Mr. Hakim Agbolao is in the building with us. We're going to give him about 2-3 minutes to talk to us about this issue. Mr. Hakim Agbolao, can you hear me, sir? Good evening to you.
I can hear you guys, my brother. Good evening to everybody out there. So the things I just want to quickly say, you can hear me clear?
Yes, very clear, sir. Okay.
So guns in Nigeria is not totally prohibited. There is a legitimate way that you can get a gun, okay, in Nigeria, and it's in the law. So you can be eligible. It's like 4 or 5 procedures whereby you have the eligibility categories, you have the document that is required, you have the procedures, and you have the type of gun.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the eligibility, you have to be above 18 years old. However, in Nigeria system, due to the rate of crime and all that, most of the times the police always put that you have to be above like 30 or 40 years old. Then you have to have a clean criminal record. Okay. Both of the times, again, we don't have a database that actually verify and validate that clean criminal record. So it can be fortified, it can be forged. Then another aspect, I'm talking about the eligibility. You have to have the doctor's certificate that certifies the physical and mental fitness of that person. Yeah. However, we know Nigeria, it can be fortified as well, it can be forged. Then when it comes to the document that is required, they will ask for your passport photocopy, they will ask you for identity card, national identity card, or, they will ask you for police clearance certificate, birth certificate, and police clearance certificate is also part of clean record, clean criminal record. However, it can be forged. All this can be forged. Then the procedures usually start from the commissioner, okay, the police commissioner. That is the person that actually have the right. However, it can designate it to particular location, police, maybe a DPO or something, but the form comes from the police commissioner. Then type of guns is shotgun, like the one that man, Sonny Omokaro is holding. You can have pop action. Yeah, you can have a pop action, which is also can be classified in the same category with like BIREF, you have double mount and all those kind of stuff, but you cannot have revolver, pistols, or rifles. Those are, or AK-47. Those are special type of gun that is issued to the police force or other arms of government, other arms of the force. Okay. So we have to make all those things clear because those are the real part about Nigeria. But now, the politicians, we do know politicians, they can, get these guns in a large quantity and give it to their supporters in order for them to, wage war. I guess that is the reason why the policeman was asking Sonny Omokaro if he has a license, because he can actually have a license to it. However, it is wrong for him to threaten human being, to threaten to kill human being, except when he is under attack. Okay, that is why if you look at this situation, we have to wait to be able to tell what is actually going on, because if he has a license, sometimes they might release him from the police custody, okay, because he has a right to bear harm. All right, but that does not mean his criminal record or everything, or he went through the normal process that he's supposed to go through before he owns a gun. Okay, we know our system, that the system is totally corrupt. Okay, so that is the thing that I just wanted to put in to make sure we are clear on that. Now, whether he should be in jail, that is another different story, because I don't believe he has killed anybody yet. If you have not killed anybody yet, they will go through the process of, going through your case, and later on, they can decide what to do with it. I don't think he has anything to do with the governor or even Iyamu, because we should be treating individuals according to their wrongdoing. irrespective of their affiliate. You know, that is
Okay.
my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very
Can
much.
I quickly meet the last caller, please?
Yes. Who is that? Is that Lefties? Itoya?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. Respond to that.
Yes, I would like to quickly respond to the last caller because we already spoke about this, that you can have a pop action on a special ground. But I want to remind you that in 2018, when Buhari made the pronouncement that no such fire weapon should be with any individual in Nigeria. Can you remember that? If you don't remember, go back and check. 2018, firearm mobbed was pronounced by the president, and such firearm, even if you have double barrel, licensed, they take it from you and give you single barrel. So he does not have a right to such kind of weapon as we speak as of today. That makes it illegal. And again, to talk about whether he has killed with it, he doesn't have to kill with it. For him to have come out, you had a lot of them arguing, coming up with stories of his past assistant. You see people calling people's names. You cannot take away those names from people. If I have worked for one powerful man that give me strength and is backing me, and I continue to do rubbish, it seems like it's that man that is sending me. So people will continue to call their names. So calling their names is not just out of order at all. That's going to make them think. If you are at the top and you are sponsoring a talk, and the talk is committing rubbish, he's doing it with your power. So it's you that is sending him. So must not let not try to be like the lawyer that use technicality to cover a thief, and the thief will come and steal his wife or kill him. Let's say it the way it is. We should not defend evil.
Okay, can anybody actually let us know, according to Nigerian Constitution, constitutionally,
yes,
should Sonny, who was holding a pump action, be free from this?
No, because I've read. Sorry, I told you.
Just like the former, just like the former caller, just like the previous caller now said that he might walk away. Just like the former caller just said, he might walk away.
Let's hear from Idre on that question.
I define it. I define it just now. It doesn't, because it's not somebody like what a lefty said, describing as a special person. You must be something of a high caliber before they could give you that permit. But he does not have it, because the Constitution says that. Because we are forgetting it. See, the problem of Nigerians is that there is a law there. Nobody cares to know, because when you have people that does not understand what you call laws, they are the people who are controlling the resource. So anything that the state is the foundation of that state. So it's not going to work. What is law? It's a rule of action established by an authority, which is a state or a nation, what we under the political terms. But right now, do we actually have the law? Because if you pass any law, nobody respects it. You are not a member of the armed forces. Why would you hold it on?
For example, that we all now see Sonny on the street walking freely. Who do we have to blame on that?
We have to blame the government, because even in the United States, whether depends on the country where it depends on the city where you live, whereby you have guns that people can carry arms. The police, you still see the police coming in and even taking the guns first because they have to protect the citizens first before they start questioning you.
What I wanted to hear, that means we'll be blaming the Edo State government, not Pastor Sage Izeyamu, right?
Okay, Pastor Sage Izeyamu has nothing to do with this. The Edo State government have nothing to do with this. The people who are trained, this is the thing. We are getting it wrong. The police has the function, and the function is to maintain law and order. That is why they are there. Before you call the Edo State, because the police has their function, they are also classed as the executive, because it's not owned by our police is not owned by the state. It's owned by the federal bodies.
But what I'm saying, Israel, what I'm saying now, in case Sonny Omokaro with the pump action, which is video is trending everywhere, if we see him on the street now, walking on the street of Edo State, who do we blame?
Yeah, well, you can blame. If you say you want to, you can blame the government, because the government we have three arms of government, which is the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. So you see now they have now arrested him, which is the function of the police, and hand him over to the judiciary, which the people that are going to interpret what the legislature have just said. But do we have an independent judiciary whereby these things are being carried out with the way the law specifies?
All right, let's speak to Mr. Moriyi. Mr. Moriyi, are you there with me, sir? Mr. Moriyi, I think you're not with us because we need to move on to the next topic right now. Everyone
I think can I just make a submission, please?
I'm sorry to interrupt. You denied me of my 1 minute. You have denied me of my 1 minute.
Oh, don't worry, you will have it. Who is that, please?
Jonathan.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, go ahead. Talk to me, sir.
Okay, thank you. The engineer that was in before, I don't know if he's out now. I want to say sorry the way I spoke to him last time, because I do not intend to create enemy among us here in this platform. So please, if you are still there, accept my apology. Okay? What I want to say again is talking about the position of people, like I think that is Israel. You said when Itoya was talking of a particular category of people, there is a level somebody must have reached. Now, I want to give you an example. In the 80s, or even in the 90s that is still somehow near, you know what it means for somebody to be a JP, Justice of Peace. But you go back to Nigeria now, go back to Edo State now. The last time I visited, the people I saw being given as Justice of Peace, I was ashamed of our state. Ex-convicts, people that have killed, people that, so there is nobody that is special in that place anymore. But what I want us to do, what I want us to know, those of us that are here, that have seen what is development, you and I have seen development. You were talking of US now, that if a man is seen with a gun, they first of all come to protect their citizens. So we should be talking in this mind, the mind of people that have seen genuity, the mind of people that have seen how democracy is being done. We are going to take it from here to that place. A whole lot of people are in darkness. When I'm saying darkness, I'm not even talking of physical darkness, not NEPA taking light or whatever. Many of them, they are blind in Africa, in Nigeria. So those of us here, we are going to carry what is called development genuinely and take back home. Let me make you understand. It might not happen in the next 4 years, because at times we are very selfish. We want to pursue a goal. We want it to happen right now. It can never happen in the next 5, 10 years. You must know that. Like you said, we should not sell votes. Before you can be able to build it in the mind of people to be like you at home, it's going to take some time, but we must start from somewhere. Now, some of you in this platform, you are in UK. Some of us are in Italy. I may not remember other countries where it happened. Some time ago, were your prime minister in UK, because he never wanted to support this Brexit, because he saw it as something that was not good. But the man was noble enough to say, if how I want it doesn't work, he was not being selfish, because he didn't want UK to go out of Europe. He said, if the system is not going to work, I will resign, but I will not force it on the people. We had a prime minister here in Italy who said we should forget about having more than 100 senators, having 100 reps, that they should cut the size. And the people refused. And he said, if it will not happen that way, he's going to resign. He honorably did that. So you people, those of you that are close to Obaseki, tell him, if he cannot genuinely take care of the state, if he cannot genuinely take charge of the state because he don't want to step on toes, let him honorably get out of that place.
Yeah, can I
contribution?
All right, thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
I'll respond to you. I'll quickly respond to Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, thank you. That was Prime Minister Theresa May who said that, and in Italy that was Prime Minister Conte. Now let me get you clear.
No, not me.
That is Theresa May. It's Theresa May.
It was David Cameron.
No. Oh, sorry.
It was David Cameron.
Sorry, my apologies on that. Sorry. One thing I want to quickly tell Mr. Jonathan, you have said it, but one thing is clear: where is the law? You are saying if this one to resign, the other one to resign, but I am still saying it. It's because of the system that is wrong. That is why you are seeing this thing play. We have what is called democracy. Government in a framework, this is not the full definition of democracy, but in a layman's framework, it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Right? It's speaking about repetition of words. People, people, people. It shows that the power belongs to we, the citizens. So we must be able to use that power well. And because we have given that power to them, we don't know our rights. And this is why these people are playing on it. So all these things you are saying, it is because if you and I are not talking like this, our people might not know that their rights are being given, they're selling their right. So we must do things right, put the right people in government, and that's how the democracy works.
Thank you, Mr. Israel. Niger Wash, I just want to quickly make a submission if that's okay.
All right, please, we need to move to the next topic. Akim, please, you have 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay. Can I quickly just say, like, when we are talking about gun violence, those people who live in the United States, they should just keep quiet. Okay, they should not be making a contribution when it comes to issue of gun violence, because the United States has one. No, it's true. United States have one of the highest level of gun violence in the world. So let's put that one aside, and all of that that live there, is true. So on the issue of governors being Obaseki to resign, let's be honest, Edo State is actually one of the safest states in Nigeria in terms of security issues. There are facts and figures to back this up. But if you want me to continue, I will continue. But if you want to go to other subjects, I'll go to, because you're only going to take
Go ahead.
Okay. Listen, Edo State is actually one of the safest states in Nigeria. The last travel advisory that the United States government, their foreign affairs issued, only Edo State among the South state was not included on that travel advice. Only Edo State, including River State, was included, except Port Harcourt. They've advised their citizens not to travel to certain part of Nigeria due to security challenges, and they listed all the security challenges that are affecting those regions. Edo State was not on that list, but people don't do research. Look, we have security challenges across Nigeria. If you want Obaseki to resign, every other governor in Nigeria will have to resign. It's a Nigerian problem. It's not an Edo State problem. But Edo State is actually doing better than many other states in Nigeria. That is fact. That is intelligence by the United States government.
The fact is that our people, Edo State is divided along party lines. This is what has been playing, and this is why you see this insecurity, because we are just divided. They are using Ohen to play one of games. This is where the problem is. The problem in Edo State.
When you're talking about insecurity, people will say America. Come on, man. If you want me to be giving you facts, I'll give you a lot of facts. I'll give you a lot of details, a lot of information. If you give me the time, and I will give you all of this information.
You are talking because Engineer Kers is not here. Assuming Engineer Kers is here now, you won't be saying this in his presence.
No, even if Engineer Ken is here, I'll give him cases, recent cases, previous cases. Do you know the amount of mass shootings, recently school shootings? Do you know how many times they've had school shootings in the United States recently? Do you know the amount of mass shootings they have that take place in the United States on a day, not on a monthly basis, not on a weekly basis, on a daily basis?
Excuse me, sir. You said United States. United States is like Nigeria. Do you know how many people dies every day in Nigeria? Every day. Please don't compare.
No, you can compare. You can compare. No, you can actually compare.
Every day now.
No, you can compare. I'm telling you for a fact. You can compare.
Mr. Lefty, you are right. You cannot compare Nigeria.
No, you can compare.
United States. No, hold on, Mr. Akin. You cannot compare apple with orange.
If no road accident, you die by oh no now.
Let me explain the difference.
It will be fire. If not fire, it will be.
Lefties, I'm going to explain the difference. The difference between Nigeria and the United States is that those people who perpetrate those crimes in the United States they're actually being held accountable. They do go to prison. You understand? But in Nigeria, a lot of them get away with it. But I'm telling you,
God bless you. That is the point. God bless you.
The level of homicide in the United States is astronomical. I'm telling you this for a fact.
Can we move to another one? Can we move on?
All right, my people. Thank you very much for your time. We'll be here 2 hours, 15 minutes, talking about Oli Omokaro pump action. Somebody is washing. Who is washing in the background? Please, everybody, mute yourself. All right. Okay, better. Now we're going to talk about Governor Obaseki, and I guess you guys can hear me though. We're going to talk about Governor Obaseki, Felicia Ibu, Deputy Governor of Edo State, affiliation with Ohen of Okhoromi. That is what we're going to be talking about right now. As you all can see, before I play a couple of videos for you guys here, I want you guys to see that my caption, my thumbnail again. As you can see, Ohen of Okhoromi just beside Governor Obaseki right there. And as you can see from this picture right here as well, you can see Ohen of Okhoromi beside Governor Obaseki right there. You know, that was during, they were doing the leveraging technology for job creation in Edo State. You know, I don't know how this matter take concern Ohen of Okhoromi. But meanwhile, we are going to move on because as you all know that we'll be fighting for Ohen of Okhoromi, you know, either to be persecuted and also be prosecuted. But a lot of people have been saying that Ohen of Okhoromi, there is no evidence that he have done anything, even when we have numerous of evidence. We submitted a petition to Deputy Governor during our last protest. We submitted it directly to Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu, and Philip Shaibu did not do anything about it to date. Then we went all the way to go submit this documentation that you're seeing on the screen. This one, we submitted it to the Edo State Speaker, Onubu, Marcus Onubu. We submitted this to Onubu, you know, Marcus Onubu, the Edo State Speaker of House of Assembly, did not do anything about it. Then we resubmitted again, although on this, he responded by saying, he did not see our documentations. Then we resubmitted again. Another one, as we speak, Marcus Onubu refused to respond to our documentations, our petitions against Ohen of Okhoromi. Philip Shaibu, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, refused to respond to our petition, our protest against Ohen of Okhoromi. Governor Godwin Enongaga said Obaseki have not responded to all the plights, all the protests, all the cry of our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters, all that we have been advocating on social media. None of them have responded to anything to do with Ohen of Okhoromi. Without doubt, it's obvious that Ohen of Okhoromi is powerful, right? Good. It's powerful only because of the kind of people, powerful people behind him. I will call them his backbones. My people, I want you guys to watch these videos. I have a couple of videos here, which I'll be starting from here. Watch this video from here.
This opportunity to thank each and everyone here present for this wonderful occasion. I believe when this project started a few years ago, we thought it was a joke. Mrs. Okinebo, time to time, have been in touch with the Ohen and elders of the community towards ensuring the success and completion of this laudable project. Sir, I would like to state here.
That's Ohen of Okhoromi in the middle right there, smiling, you know, in the midst of powerful people, calibers. In Edo State, Governor Obaseki is right there, Philip Shaibu is right there, and many, many eminent and prominent politicians in Edo State. They are right there. Continue, my people.
That despite the development this project have attracted to the community, apart from what you have done in Okhoromi community precisely, we commend your efforts, especially in the area of human capacity building, just like what we are experiencing here today. So once again, we say thank you for this project. And
all right, now my people, I want us to continue with this. All right, my people, you know, I know say we they try to bring stuff. We don't just talk, we talk on legitimate sources. You know, as you can see right there, that was the leveraging technology for job creation in Edo State, which Governor Obaseki created in Okhoromi community. Fine. Rather, we've been talking about Ohen of Okhoromi for long, especially Philip Shaibu cannot tell us that he's not aware that Ohen of Okhoromi have caused a lot of people pains. You know, listen to this.
On the high table is a brother and a friend, Bishop Feb Idahosa. He is the bishop of young people in Edo State in Nigeria. We have very many honorable commissioners who are helping us drive government who are here. We have permanent secretaries. I want to welcome and thank our partners from Audacity for amazing presentation. The Ohen and elders of Okhoromi community.
One thing I don't understand, my people, because to be honest, this is a debate. I don't want it to look like I'm taking over. But still, you know, when an issue like this is going on, sometimes I'm pushed to speak. There's a question I would like to ask my panelists. Does it mean that Governor Obaseki is scared? Scared, yes, I use the word scared, to step on any body in the umbrella of our traditional rulers? It's a big question, but I'll come back to you guys. Let's continue with this.
Of Okhoromi for amazing presentation. The Ohen and elders of Okhoromi community. Distinguished invited guests and decadebs, right? I'm sure tonight you've heard it all. You've seen what we as a state are striving to start.
All right, my people, I'm going to stop there because we don't have enough time. Analyze it how I like, how me like. But today I know you guys will sanction me because it's a debate. I'm the moderator. I'm gonna do this. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Louder, clear.
Yeah,
Very
go
well.
on. Go on.
Can you hear me? My network is.
The network is.
You are good
Can
to
somebody
go.
just speak? Can you hear me?
You are good to go.
If not Nigeria,
Okay,
no, they
wonderful.
blame Nigeria network.
Wonderful. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come
Everything is
back
fine.
again.
We can hear you.
I'm gonna come back again on my own to analyze this. Okay, thank you, my people. Thank you, my people. I need to analyze this by myself. If I do so now, I might be penalized by you guys because I'm the moderator. So I'm gonna leave the floor for you guys right now. Who is the first person that need to do this? Who is the first person that need to talk on this?
Well, maybe I should talk with this. Whether to everything will be safe, sis. But first of all, I want to know this video that you just showed us. Was it before the Ohen's issue or after the Ohen's predicament?
No, after this one was just a couple of days ago. Hold on 1 minute. I think this, just hold on. Lefties, please hold on. Hello, Mr. Austin, go ahead, talk to us. I'm live. Are you aware? Okay, go ahead, talk to us. Yes, I just played those videos. Yes. You are live. You are live. You are live.
Okay. So, this is a thing. What I want you to contribute to this. This is a guy which has nothing less than, let me say, 180 petitions to government house or to House of Assembly.
Yeah.
That the government is eating and dining with. You see, how can we get a justice in a state like that?
Okay.
How can we get a justice in an environment like that? This is a guy, the government is well known. He know what is going on, he know what is happening around the town and the environment. So whatever it may be, because according to what I heard or about the program they even had, it's not that even necessary for the governor to be there. It's not that even important. So how can a child be up to the government? He's also using the government aid because of 2023 election, or because of Obaseki, he proved himself. He showed to the world where no people stand beside him to defeat Oshobole. So what he's trying to do now, the foundation is laid now. I don't know. He wants to lay a foundation so that his flag bearer will be the one to represent, or the party candidate will be the one to represent the state again. Is that why he's doing all these things he's doing now?
It's crazy. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, my brother.
I don't understand.
Let's listen to the panelists.
The way two people fought for Obaseki, if Obaseki should pay us this year, it's going to be serious for him. It's a thing that he will not live to forget.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. To be honest, my people, this is the only area I'm not happy with Obaseki, and I will never be happy with him on these areas. One, I'm refusing to step on toes. In fact, I need to go analyze this one on my own. Go ahead, Lefty. Talk to us. Lefties, go ahead.
Yes, I just got the clear message now. I wanted to be very sure if it was old video, but now that I'm sure it's new one, you see, all the petitions is going to amount to nothing. This has shown you that the government
Your
is
network is not friendly. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
We are hearing very well. We are hearing very well.
Okay. This I've got to show that everything will be talking, says, everything will be saying. This is an evidence to show you that they know what they are doing. Even if they have a personal relationship, knowing so well that for now, for the time being, this Ohen of Okhoromi is under some kind of predicament, getting involved in so many matters. I see no reason why they shouldn't draw him close to government house. I see no reason why he should be seen among these people that power that be. Even knowing fully well that the palace has issued a statement against this same person. So that's where I want to tell you that it's not that Obaseki is afraid to step on toes, traditional toes. He has an interest because the palace has issued a statement against this same person. So it's not very like using the palace strength now.
Then who to blame then?
We are saying the same thing to the government.
Okay.
We are saying the same thing that most of these people, these powerful people, whether talk, whoever, whatever level capacity, if you see them doing anything and say both they have, this is just a vivid evidence to tell you that nothing will happen to your home. If you like, right from here till next year, he still died it. See, look at him. As of this point, look at them. With so many petitions, look at them. And he called himself a governor. This is unspeakable. This is a disgrace. I can't just believe this. This is a disgrace. Obaseki has brought himself to the level that I would say he has disgraced himself. And without no apology.
I would like to put in some words into this as well.
Okay,
Please.
go ahead, please.
No, please, everybody hold on. Who is talking? Please hold on. Hold on, sir. Please hold on. Tomorrow you go ahead, talk to us.
See, I believe in
Mr. Mori, go ahead.
we just enough. If we must be courageous enough to speak truth to power, no matter who else is God. Until we begin to put things in proper perspective, we will not make headway. We will remain where we are. We remain in a vicious cycle. I want to put certain things clear, from based on what we saw, what you've shown us. Now, I want us to, I'm not an agent of the government, you know me. I say the way it is, But let's look at the ceremony, look at the scenario, look at the occasion. That thing was taking place in Okhoromi community, right or wrong? Not in government house. There was an establishment of the government, being launched or being commissioned in Okhoromi community, right? Am I right? And Mr. Itoya said, okay, well, let's be careful here because me, I don't take side though. Even if there is a gun on my head, the governor is sitting down there, I will tell him what I want to tell him. That is me. So, that thing is taking place in Okhoromi's community. Mr. Itoya said the palace has issued something, issued a statement. Please, is that what?
Because your line is breaking. I don't know if I'm the only one, noticing this.
It's breaking?
It's breaking,
yeah,
yes.
It's better now. It's better now.
It's better.
Yes, until we continue, until we begin to call a spade, not just a mere agricultural implement, we'll not move, we'll not make any headway. See, I want to put this in my own, from my own understanding. See, that thing was taking place in the Okhoromi's community, if I'm right. And the Itoya said a statement has been made by our palace against that Ohen of Okhoromi. I wouldn't know if you would tell us what that statement is. And that Okhoromi community, Ohen of Okhoromi was not appointed by the governor. And in that statement, I don't know to which extent, was the statement from the palace to the extent or to the effect of dethroning that guy based on his atrocities.
Yes.
If he has not been dethroned,
yes,
don't blame the governor for inviting.
He has been dethroned.
No, if he has been dethroned and is still there, you don't blame the governor, you blame the palace. Let's begin to say this is the way they are. The tradition is one of the biggest problems we have in Edo. If it's possible for people will still sanction the killing of twins because it's part of our tradition. This is my problem. Instead of facing our problem headlong, we'll be blaming the colonial masters that left us some years ago. My brother, if he has been dethroned, he's still acting. He has no right to be in that palace. You don't blame the government for that. You blame the palace for that. How come 95 to 99% of the Onojes, Okagenes, and the Ohens, they are the people committing this atrocity as far as land grabbing is concerned. Even this armed proliferation, they are the people responsible for it because they want to protect their loot. They want to protect their nefarious and hideous activities. So, the Ohen of Okhoromi is so answerable to the governor of the state. And here come about 95 of them are corrupt. They are criminals. We look at the appointment process, the modus operandi for the appointment. Now, if he has been dethroned, he's still there, it's not the governor's fault. But if the governor is aware that he has been dethroned, he ought not to be invited to that occasion at all. He ought not to have even paraded himself. He has no right whatsoever to even parade himself as the Ohen of Okhoromi. The appropriate sanction, the appropriate measure should have been taken by the palace to make sure he's been replaced. If he has not been replaced, I'm not sure if the government is aware that he has been dethroned. So inviting to that occasion would be wrong on the part of the government. If the government is not aware, there's no way any ceremony of that magnitude would be taking place in Ohen, so long as it's own domain without being invited.
Mr. Mori, thank you. We need to move on. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mr. Israel, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I am Okpa no Tuvagbado CNN. Okpa wenu Zowere Oga CNN. He who went to fetch the dead firewood from the forest is the one that brought the soldier hand home. You see, my people, I continue to tell you, nobody is listening. No, I will still continue saying it. If our institution is already taking over, what else? We are joking here, and our people, we are not listening. Those are the same people who will still go and encourage their families to vote in all these people again. What are we saying? Until you know that if you don't change the status quo, you are going to remain in darkness. You change it. How do you change it? Voting on another people, another party that does not understand. Let them come in so that they bring the right people. Remove all these people from there. That's it. See you later. Or phone they need the stock and say Aramedian in the film. Arishoe. Chapter close. Everybody go and sleep. That's my own.
All right. Let's talk to Mr. Jonathan. Please talk to me, sir. Please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I just want to talk a bit, and I will be taking permission to run away because my wife have just come in and that since I came from work, they have not seen me, and I just came to lock myself here because they were disturbing me. All the same,
before you go, sir, I want you to always encourage us to join us here.
Sure, I will. Whenever I'm around, because most of the time when you are on, I'm outside, I'm on the car, so it's not really convenient for me. I just came from work after taking my bath. In fact, when I was liking and sharing, I was in the bedroom cleaning myself. You know.
Oh, thanks for joining.
So let me quickly just put my voice before I go on this very topic. In fact, I was going to take side from the caller, but I think somehow he deviated. Because when he was saying if something was being held in Okhoromi, so supposedly Okhoromi is one of the senior men in Okhoromi, and when a thing like that is being done, he should be invited. One, I'm not saying a must. Then I begin to talk to myself again and say, Ohen in Benin does not mean the head of a city. I'm sure I'm very correct. Ohen is not the head of a city. I think they may have their so-called shrine that is heading, and that makes him Ohen of that shrine. I wonder if I'm not correct, please somebody help me.
My brother, you are 100% correct.
Okay, God bless us. So if that is true, Ohen of a particular thing does not mean the head of that city. So that, first of all, disqualifies him by being officially invited if a program like that is being held. If it was the Odionwere, if it was the Enogie, and a thing like that is being done, to some large extent, if you have a clean record, the government can invite him and say, we are doing something like this in your community, so it is your privilege, or not even his right, privilege for him to be there. But having said that, with everything that has been happening, with all the black noise against this so-called Okhoromi, of which petitions have been made, even from this our very family of Nigeria Watch, to the state government. And the government cannot say, or the governor, not even the government, let me single him out. The governor cannot say he's not aware of a thing like this. So if a thing like this has been going on, petitions have been made, news is everywhere, and the man, I think that man is still qualified. I want to believe that that program, if it is real, because many a time they just set up programs like that and say they want to bring in opportunities for people, and it's all job. They are just being scamming, because in the next 2 months you are not going to see the effect of that meeting. So let's take it that meeting was genuinely organized, and the governor being aware of all these things upon this man. Why should a man like that still be invited to that program? And okay, let's take what our brother also said, that the palace have counted him out of the palace. We don't really know how true is that, but let's take part of it that is true. So if the man has been removed from the palace, it means even the right he used to have as the Ohen has been seized. And the governor will not say he's not aware. The Edo Traditional Council works with the state government. So the governor wouldn't say he's not aware. So for the governor to still invite a man like that, you can see the song that I think that our brother Israel is that man, the song is sung now is just it's saying a lot of things. But before I leave, gentlemen, like I will always say, when I look at this Niger Watch family, when I joined, we got over 300 persons there. And so many of us have different platforms. I have my own group, despite I don't come bring it up on air. Every one of us, I'm very sure we have different groups we belong. Some of us are heading some. Let's start from somewhere. It's time for us to begin to take the bulls by the horn. Like I said, it may not work in 5 years. Even in 5 years, it may not work. But let's start begin to make a mark in the sand of time. Let's begin to organize. Let's begin to enumerate our people. Let's begin to enlighten ourselves, starting from ourselves. You and I, we don't. If we know what we want, we don't need all those rubbish people are getting from Nigeria. There are many people like us. Let me just say it, not to make noise. I contested as a councillor when Ward 10 of Oredo was a very big ward before Ego came in and all that in 1996 under zero party election. I didn't win that election. I was the youngest of all the candidates. I couldn't win that election because of this godfatherism thing, of them even telling me to come and bath and join their dirty thing, which I didn't do. But there are many who were even boys to me then, who left Europe, who left America. There are those people that are saying upshare today in Nigeria. Like somebody said, they go away from here to still go and consume something in those states to the detriment of the general Edolites. So please, gentlemen, if we can start on our own, let us not be in a hurry to think we can just oust Obaseki or oust Buhari right now. But let us begin to do something. If we are able to build some world, build some local government, and begin to take it around, very soon, people will understand that those people that give you 5,000, they are just going to use you. But those people that are not going to give you even 1 naira for you to vote for them, you and them will decide to stay together. So this will continue to be my goal.
Let me quickly just respond to the. Thank you, I salute you. You know one thing quickly. You just said we should start from somewhere. This is what I've been vying for everybody. Like you just said, education, enlightenment, and all. But sir, can you give us the assurance that tomorrow, if you come into government and you make error, or maybe you steal, and God forbid you steal money, can we use you as an example so that we set the standard straight?
Good, sir. Like when men will speak here and say you are a pastor, and I always tell them, not until the day God comes to tell me that I call you, I'm not going to listen to any GO to be a pastor. So when I look at, I'm coming, I just bring it that in. That is part of my life. So that is the same thing maybe some of my friends will be hearing me as we're talking now. That is the same thing I said in politics, that the kind of politics we wanted to do, we left home, is no longer there. So somebody like me running forward now to say, I want to be this or that, I don't want to do it anymore. But if the opportunity comes, or whoever we are going to put forward there, we are going to get what they have in their account. We are going to know what they are supposed to earn every month, every year. And by the time they leave after 4 years, or if I have the opportunity to be anything, by the time we leave after 4 years or 8 years, and that person is having above what he's supposed to have, let jail be the companion of that person.
So are you saying that if you take that position, for example, if something happened, something similar happened, you should be tried as well? So are you saying yes?
Very.
People, this person has just said yes, so let's take it straight.
Yes, and anyone that will not be willing to openly declare their assets should not be put anywhere. Your assets must be declared. What is to come to you, like I said, after 4 or 8 years, even if you have companies, you must have companies that are on record, companies that are paying tax, companies that we can audit. Not to just come here and say, I got a contract of 20 billion yesterday and my money have increased. You and I were in advanced world. Nobody just wake up any day and you say your account changes like this. I was in Sweden some time ago. To even bring out money from your account there in Sweden, it is a problem. So this is my stake.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
so
Mr.
Thank you very much. I wish us a very happy deliberation, and I pray and hope that our people will hear from us and pick some senses. Thank you very much. Happy weekend to you all.
Jonathan. Thank you, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. God
Thank you,
bless you.
brother. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
One love.
Bye for now.
One love. Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Jonathan, I've left us right there. Let me talk to Akim because let's see what Akim have to say about this matter. Akim, talk to us.
Yes, brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I was just carried away watching football. For me, there's a part of me that want to align with Mr. Mori, but then I have to be seen to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? So, in my own view, the governor should not should not have associated himself with a figure such as one of Okhoromi because of the not that the man has been legally tried in the court of law in Tibet due to the negative information that has been circulating around these persons. For a state governor, he should have just stayed away from that, stayed away from such person. That is my own. That is in my own opinion, you know. Because there's a part of me that want to go the way Mr. Mori went, but then I have to be seen to be consistent. If it's somebody else, that would be my submission as well. So even if I'm a supporter of Obaseki, but I have to say the way I genuinely feel it should be. You know what I'm saying? So he should have just stayed away from it. Because the way when you look at that image now, people will add one or two together. Oh, he's a Obaseki boy. He's working for Obaseki. Even if things like that are not happening, but you create such impression by associating yourself with such individuals. You know that for me, you should have just stay away from that from such places. He could have sent somebody there to go and represent him, and that would have been fine. So it's not a problem.
All right. Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Talk to us before Mr. Mori. Go ahead, Alex.
Yes. Somehow I want to align with Mori too. For me, no matter the game, no matter the affiliation, no matter the clandestine relationship Obaseki has with Ohen of Okhoromi, I'm very happy. My succor is that government comes, government goes. In that area, I'm not happy with the state governor. Yes,
your line is not
because
clear.
I can hear you very well. Is it clearer now? Is it clear now?
Can you guys hear him now?
Yeah, it's very clear.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes,
okay,
the point is, a governor will come that will make this guy go to jail for all he has done, for the innocent lives he has destroyed, for the tears he has caused people. Obaseki is fit dragging on his matter. I'm not even happy seeing him in company of that guy, even if he's doing something in his community, although he has not been convicted by a competent court. But for me, with the evidence flying in all media spaces, even when you come on ground, you hear people everywhere lamenting. And this guy is still working freely, let alone being seen with the #1 citizen of the state. That for me shows that something is not right somewhere. So Obaseki will come and go. I'm happy. There are papers everywhere. One day, governor will come that will open these guys' books and deliver justice to all those who have been crying, even those who are dead, because of the evils of this guy. So I'm disappointed. I don't speak from the two sides of my mouth. That is a very wrong thing to do as a governor. Looking at the image, looking at the whole scenario, the wicked videos everywhere of old people, diasporans, those living here, farmers, poor people, disabled people, tipper drivers. There are videos everywhere. There are letters, petitions everywhere. So are you telling me the government is not aware of this? He is aware. There's something we don't know that they both are doing for themselves or they did for themselves. So I'm not sure if it's an ordinary person, that person will still be seen walking in the streets of Edo State as a free man, let alone seen in the company of a governor or in a gathering where the governor is. So for me, it's all politics and it's a dirty politics, it's corruption, and it's not nice. So a governor will come and open books. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mori, please talk to us, sir. Go ahead. We need to round
Mr.
up to
Admin,
5
I
minutes.
also need to contribute now.
Yeah, okay, sir. I'm coming back.
Okay.
I'm coming to you, Mr. Akin.
I just want to quickly correct one thing. I just want to build on the foundation I laid before. If there is anybody angry with this, I don't call them leaders, whether political, I don't want to use terms that will be offensive to the Benin people to us here. I call them rulers. You know, leaders lead by example. Leaders, you know, they are known for exemplary leadership qualities. These are rulers. If there's anybody angry with them, I think I'm number one. But let us look at it from another angle, based on what my brother, comrade Lettis said. Lettis said the man has been dethroned.
Your network. We cannot hear you.
He has no right to wear that rope. You know, that show should be taken against him and should be replaced immediately. I don't know if I'm making sense here. And again, let me correct one thing. There's something in politics. You know, there's something people do. Like Naija Watch. If you go to Benin right now, people want to they want to identify with you. Even when they are not invited to your party.
We cannot hear
you know, it's not like the Western world. Even when you don't invite them, they want to come. They want to take photograph with you. They want to be close to you to show that, hey boy, that they are with you. That I belong to the Naija Watch entourage. People do that a lot. They don't know what transpired there, whether he was genuinely invited to that occasion or not. They are still stand on my ground that if he has been dethroned, wearing that thing alone, wearing that robe alone, is an affront, it's a slight, it's a disgrace, it's a confrontation, it's a humiliation to our collective people, as a collective responsibility as a people of Edo State, not just to the palace alone. Palace cannot dethrone Ohen, and will still be parading himself as an Ohen. Get it from that angle. He might not be invited, he might still show up in the occasion. Do you expect the governor to be fighting him? Somebody has been dethroned, he's still parading himself as Ohen. My brother, Ohen is not answerable to the governor. Ohen is answerable to those that appointed him. If he has been dethroned, he has no right whatsoever to wear those beads. Thank you, but that's my submission.
All right,
Mr. Mori, right. Mr. Mori, can I quickly just say something?
No.
Yes,
we have Mr. Akin that needs to talk to us. Please, no. Hold on. You cannot respond like that. Mr. Agbola, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, everybody, for contributing. One thing is, I always like to do a fact finding when there's issues like this. From my fact finding, I do think that this inauguration was the Edo Tech Park, which Apostle sir, have showed before, and even on the door entrance to the location or to the building, it shows that it was inaugurated, and the date is also there. Now, I also went a little bit further to check this issue, that it was aired in TVC News on November 13th, 2021. Okay, and we do know that sometimes even news, they can be delayed. So that date, even as far as November 13th, maybe it must have, sometimes it could take place before even that date. So that leads me to say that this is not of recent as we think it is. All right. Now, the space between that date and now, and the issue that has been going on with Okhoromi and Ohen, that is another different ball game. But it is obvious.
It's just about 3 weeks, sir.
Okay. So it means it has happened before. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about the Ohen of Okhoromi, first of all, we want to relate it back to the palace. We need to even give the palace credit, the royal family, our royal Oba, credit for disbanding the Ohen of Okhoromi based on the allegation that has been levied against him.
We are not sure. We are not sure if that information is classified. We are not sure.
Okay.
But Lefty just said it. Lefty said so.
Okay, that's okay. But if it has not
It's
been done,
very
then we can.
classified. There was an update to it. There was there's an update to it. I think I'll look for that update. Ask Abosa to give you that update. He has caused so many problems. He was driven away and he has been disbanded. So that is true.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you, my brother.
You know why? Please let me quickly contribute this. You know why I'm saying this if the information is classified? For a lot of people that we've fought against, you know, that's committing a lot of atrocities in that Benin, in that Edo state, many of them have been caught for questioning in the palace and they are restored again. You know, and you know, you don't know if Ohen of Okhoromi have been restored again. So that's my concern. I don't know. Go ahead.
All right. So to proceed further, I would like to look at this in two varies. You know, when you look at the governor as a governor, he has the capacity to actually call the leader of that community based on that that investment or that initiative was installed in that location. Okay, he has the capacity to call the leaders of that community. Now, it is another thing to classify Ohen as the leader of a community because he's not a leader of a community, he's actually a priest of a shrine. However, in some community in Benin, in villages that does not have a ogie, okay, a village man ogie, and Ohena village in a village in Ohen will not try to assume the leader of the village. Now, there's also a Jowere in a village, you know, there's also a Jowere. However, most of the time, since Ohen is permanent, Ojowere is the eldest person in the village, you know, but Ohen issue is almost like you live there until you die, you know, that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, they will not have more power and influence in the affairs of what is going on within the community. Okay, so in like Okhoromi, I don't believe there is a no-gay in Okhoromi. However, but what I'm trying to get to is the governor cannot be blamed in this type of situation. What if the Ohen was not even invited at the first place? Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I will have to stop you there. Governor Obaseki was the one introducing Ohen to the foreign lady that was there. Let me play that video for you again. I saw that.
So you are correct.
Why are you saying? No, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. If you saw that, you shouldn't be saying maybe Ohen was not invited. If he was not invited, he cannot be close to the governor. Governor cannot be introducing him to the foreign lady there. It's not possible. I have the video here. So he was definitely invited. Then move on, sir.
Okay, let's say I agree with you with that because I do not have the fact of that situation. Okay, but if I thought he was invited, definitely the governor did introduce him to some of those foreign committee that came in order for them to inaugurate that particular initiative. But still, the governor is, when we have like two varies. That's why I was talking about two varies, because there is a royal palace tradition level here, and we also have the governor in terms of following the law of the country in another aspect of it. So what do we expect? Do we expect the governor not to invite the Ohen? Or maybe if he did not invite the Ohen, if the Ohen is there and he doesn't have to associate himself with the Ohen. That is what we are expecting from the governor, right? He's supposed to de-associate himself with the Ohen. Is that correct?
I don't know, sir. I don't know, because what you are saying, okay. I'm not sure I can contribute to what you are saying, because I am not getting anything you are saying, sir.
Okay. Well, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I don't see any way. First of all, I do not want to contribute the way I really feel, because I feel like the news is kind of old. So it's difficult for me to really just blame the governor.
News is not old. 3 weeks news is not old. Since the beginning of this year, all Edolites all over the world have been crying. We have a lot of videos, a lot of documentation submission. We have a lot of petitions submitted. None of them have been attended to. The governor have paid the deaf ear to it. The deputy governor have paid the deaf ear to it. The Edo State Speaker for House of Assembly have paid the deaf ear to it. I submitted the first documentation, which was given to Philip Chaibu. He did not do nothing about it. We submitted another documentation to the Edo State Speaker. He did not do anything about it. We resubmitted again after he responded that he did not see that document. I have everything here. We are saying that a 3 weeks old video is old compared to our plight from January till now. What is happening? What are we putting around? Are we scared? Is this governors or all these devilish governors? Are they feeding you people? What is happening? Why can't you say the fact?
Niger Watch, take it very easy. I understand what the man is, the contributor is trying to say. He's trying to say that the governor has no blame here. He's been invited.
He's saying the video is old. A 3 weeks video is not old. It's only the time the video emerged. The video only emerged now. It doesn't mean it's old. It's only he mentioned that the video was captured. Was only captured just less than 3 weeks ago. I'm not blaming the man. I don't have anything with Mr. Agbolaho. I'm pouring my plight right now on Edo State government.
Mr. Agbolaho, truth must be said. We shouldn't be afraid to say the truth. Before now, November, what day did you say? November was just here. And we've been on this matter for before November. You understand? And things have been going on.
Okay, I want to ask you something, Mr. Sorry to cut you short, Mr. Lefty.
Yes.
So, do we know when the Ohen was dethroned from the palace? Do we know the date? Do we know? Can we associate the date? Hold on. This is the way I look at my facts, okay? Because we cannot use emotions to deliberate these issues, okay? The way I look at my fact is, if the Ohen has not been dethroned before this incident, this time, this November 13th, which may not even be the exact date, but if the Ohen has not been dethroned before that time, the governor has no blame here. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Agbolaho.
He has been dethroned before then. That's what we are telling you. Remember, before I contributed, I asked, so where was the video? And you were here. Before I contributed, I asked, I want to know where this.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
If it is even October, I think Ohen issue is around October.
Can anybody hear me?
September, October, thereabout. Yes.
We can hear you, Elvis. We can hear you, Mr. Elvis. We can hear Lefty as well.
You guys can
So
hear
that's
me,
why
right?
I asked for me not to misfire. If it is November here, my brother, I don't understand. We should not be afraid to say it the way it is.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
But nobody was responding to me.
We can hear
we said
you.
we can hear you.
Can I come in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Agbonlao, you're stating your fact, and everybody's trying to state the fact. It's just that what I see is the reason why you see this reaction coming is just the pains which these people are going through because of this allegation of his atrocity. That is what is happening. My contribution still on this is going to remain as Ambassador Sayomori talked long before. He said, my people, before 1 + 1 are 2, but today if it be 1,000. That is what these people are trying to say is you are going to see this thing happen in our system is because of the hijack. Let's not shy away from it. If our system was put to bed the way it's supposed to be, we are not going to be seeing all these shenanigans. Because we are covered with, we just want to sleep. If anyone is wrong, you are supposed, we don't even need to call these people, the system will put it to its place. Because there are some people who are going to take this thing and say, we need to investigate this thing. How many times have we called? If we want to investigate this matter, to us to get the true fact, is to bring in a special investigation panel that does not have affiliation with any of the political parties. Let this investigation be independent. Nobody want to put their mouth, so that they do their investigation well and see if there's a fact, then prosecute this person if he's guilty. But because the system is wrong, he can do whatever he wants to do. Because
All right.
we citizens and the government, we have all failed in our responsibilities. That is the point.
All right. Let's, Mr. Murray, you talk to us, sir.
Yeah. Please, let's not get confused here. See, the last time sometimes I tell some position, people say, oh, this guy, he's too rude, too radical. I submitted last week by saying, without synergy, let's be honest, my brother, wherever we find fault, let's say it the way it is. We are blaming leaders today, political leaders. The major problem, according to some people we have in that country, they said is the PPPIP. They said politicians, police, imam, and the other P, pastors. My brother, if na religion, if na church, we see wetin no good. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. That make our pastors they do anyhow today. I just watched one recently. Sorry, I'm not trying to deviate from the issue. I'm just building a network. That's how I talk. I want to make people think. This I know how to talk. I speak in parables. If you can digest what I'm saying, you get a meaning. If you lose interest in what I'm saying, like it talks too much, you won't get what I'm saying. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. That's why our pastors today they can do anything. I watched a video recently. Our Nigerian pastor took wives of about 80 members from them and impregnated all of them. He even go went as us getting married to the mother and the two children.
Okay,
my brother,
now,
even if it's the church, if it's bad, it's bad.
We should focus
I'm
on
coming.
this.
I'm coming. I'm relating it to this. Wherever we find fault, we should address it the way it is. Whether a traditional cycle, whether a religious cycle, whether a politics, so they are all our leaders. They are opinion models. They are opinion influencers. They influence people. They have their own territory. They have their own domain. So people listen to them. So they are leaders, not just politicians. So if somebody has been dethroned, my brother, I say again, if somebody has been dethroned, you know the position of our reverence Oba, of our reverence palace. Somebody has been dethroned. He's parading himself in that Benin. He not be saying they US, not be saying they London, not be saying they Jamaica. If they go wear robe when our palace tell me no wear. What are we talking about here? That one is even an abomination in the first place. He has no moral justification to try such.
We need to round up.
Until there is a synergy between our government of the day, the democracy we have, and our palace, we can never make headway. We are traditional people from Benin people. We believe in our tradition so much. So there must be a synergy. Our governor, and our palace must work together for us to have a headway. Or else, these people, the Enojes, your Kangeles, your Ohens, they will continue to take us for a ride. If you look at the land grabbers we have in Edo State today, sorry to say this, the powerful ones that tell you a boy day, you see that they have the backing of the politicians, they have in the government cycle, or the backing in the palace. This is how I talk. Oh, people may be annoyed. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, but the truth remains the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. We need to round up now because, to be honest, the way I'm reacting right now, I can only apologize because it's a debate. I wish it was just a single show. I owe nobody apology, to be honest, because for me, I will never support it to see our governor taking picture with somebody that everybody have clamored negatively about. It doesn't make no sense to me. I don't know about you that is watching me. I don't know about my panelists. In fact, the whole thing sometimes they tire me. Wait till they happen for Edo State, and to be honest, sometimes it just they tire me. Because when you are trying to lose it, you have people tying it back. Then you ask yourself, what is happening? Does it even want it? Is this thing actually affecting me directly? No. Do I live there? No. But there are people suffering. There are people that cannot speak for themselves. The governor have not done anything about this thing since we all have been talking. We've been talking since February till now. The governor have not done anything about it. Deputy governor received our protest, collected all our documentations, our petitions by himself. He made a speech, which I have the video. I don't have time now. I would have played that video. See, now he did not do nothing about it. We went to another dimension. We went to Edo State Speaker of House of Assembly. Still, he did not do nothing about it. It's obvious that Ohen of Okhoromi is powerful. Who made him powerful? You all can see now from this video what the governor is doing. And when the governor was introducing Ohen of Okhoromi to the foreign lady, my people, make we round up. Let me pick one or two calls, then let's round up. Hello. Hello, good evening to you, sir. Go ahead, talk to us. 1 minute, only 1 minute, or we're rounding up now. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nigeria, thank you very much. I want to say hello to all the analysts out there. Thank you for the great job you are all doing. I greet you all. I want to quickly contribute to this this last issue you brought out about the Okhoromi as seen with the governor performing a function as a function. You know, but the way I understand it, the government has established a school in its community, and number two, the government does not have direct control over the traditional institution of the state, right? So it is only natural for the government, since they to invite the leaders of the community. So whoever is the Ohen or whoever, the government will work with respect to who is. You understand? So the question we have to be asking is that if this man, according to some of the panelists, have been dethroned as the Ohen, why has he not been sanctioned by the palace for still filing himself as the Ohen? The government will work with anybody who is the Ohen.
Even though when the government knows that this person, excuse me, sir, the government can work with anybody that is Ohen, even when he's aware that this same Ohen have caused a lot of people pains, you can still work with him, right?
But you keep saying that he's aware that caused a lot of people pain.
He's aware, 100%.
Okay, he is aware, but the question I want to ask is that the governor is not a judge. He cannot convict him.
Thank you, caller.
The court to prosecute him. I don't know if you understand me. But what I'm saying is that if this man has been dethroned, why has the palace sanctioned for still filing himself as a Ohen? That is my question.
Anyway, my question's based on the video that I'm showcasing to you. I've never seen anyone on that same video from the palace that is affiliating with this Ohen. The only person I saw there affiliating with this Ohen right now is the governor of the state and the deputy governor. That's it. That's what I'm deliberating on.
He's affiliating with him because officially he is still the Ohen now. I mean, the governor cannot go and remove the governor does not control traditional institution in the state.
So if anybody in the umbrella of traditionalism kill or cause anybody's pains, the governor will still pretend that it's not his business, right?
The governor cannot meddle into traditional issues.
I'm not getting.
Okay, can I respond to the caller, please? Caller, are you now saying that because he's putting on red and calling himself Ohen, whatever petition is in the House of Government against this same person,
yes,
the government should disregard it? No, that is what you are saying. Because the petition, sir, we have petitions, not 1, 2, 3, to government about the same person we are talking about.
Yes, petitions are not convictions. You are written petitions. The
Thank you
petitions
very
are
much, Paula.
that does not mean it's no longer the Ohen. He
All
has
right.
not been convicted of any crime now.
Okay.
Petitions are not
Can I still contribute?
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Thank you.
it's long
Go
I've
ahead.
given up. Oh, it's long I've given up matters involving the government, and most of the time, they are people. It's not. They are the same thing. After all, the Ohes is grabbing land, causing people pain, and the same government is grabbing land, causing people pain. So they are the same. Why would they romance themselves?
My brother, listen to what the guy talk. What he tell you? They tell you say petitions are not
You are blocked on
convictions.
earth and heaven. I was monitoring you since. You are blocked on earth and heaven. Don't ever come back to this channel. If you open another channel, you will still be blocked on earth and heaven. Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, brother. So you see, with me, yeah, for me, I think this whole thing is not whether the government is taking action, because Nigeria, I think your submission earlier on was not 100% factual, because on this platform as well, you've seen that the governor last time set up a committee to investigate the issue of land grabbing, where he actually nominates some
Yeah, have you done
individuals.
anything about it now? What are you saying,
Yeah,
Akim?
but brother, it's a process. You have to give it. You have to give. It's a process. You have to give it.
Now?
No, it's a brother. It's a process. You have to give them
That's what
time
I'm
to do
saying.
their
That's
job.
the same way you organize a town hall meeting for anti-grazing law. Has he done anything about it?
It's a process.
Yeah, let me
We have
just
to give it time.
let me finish. Let me finish.
Yes, it's a process.
What in my own submission earlier was that to be seen in part, like to show some level of integrity, right? Due to the level of petition that has been submitted against that one, the governor, personally, in my own opinion, should not have gone to that place. Just send somebody to represent you. If you know that you cannot avoid it, send somebody to represent you, because there's a lot of petition that is astounding against him. But to say the governor hasn't really done anything about it, he can't just focus his attention on one person. It has to be like holistically issue of land grabbing, and he set up a committee.
Why affiliating yourself with him? Why?
Yeah, but that's why I just said to you that. That is why I just said to you that. That's why I just said to you that me, I'm against that actions of him
Akim,
being seen with that man.
As a brother, I love you. But the day I notice that you affiliate yourself with criminals, I will never be on the same show with you anymore. And I'm going to say the same thing. The day you will notice I, Elvis, affiliate myself with criminals, don't have anything to do with me anymore. We are talking about a city governor.
Okay. Do you remember that guy that was arrested? That is a kidnapper that has been arrested. His matter is in court now. We understand. So if you see me, because he has not been convicted, you see me with him, and you tell me because he has not been convicted.
I've not used any language such as he has not been convicted. I said to you that the governor set up a committee to investigate the issue of land grabbing, because you said the governor hasn't done nothing about the issue of land grabbing.
Let's hear from Mr. Mori.
Yeah.
Mr. Mori,
please let us. Yeah, thank you very much once again. Let us be united here. If there is anything our leaders fear most, it's our unity. They fear our unity more than the bullet. So let us allow them. We should not allow them to divide us along religious, political, or ethnic, or whatsoever line. So let us be united so that we'll be able to speak with one voice. That is one thing they fear. Even if they tell you, say, boy, they lie, the little one we are doing here now is affecting them seriously. So let us have this bond to be able to speak, and the courage to speak truth to power at all times. Please, Mr. Leftist, since you live there, you are better informed than every one of us here. So I want us to make it necessary, Mr. Elvis, my brother. Is there any way we can find out if that Okhoromi has actually been dethroned from that seat? If he has been dethroned, then we know the next step to take, because he cannot be dethroned.
Mr. Mori, please hold on. Let me just respond to you.
Sir?
To be honest, I'm not interested if Ohen or Okhoromi have been dethroned or not, because this matter does not have anything to do with that now. My concern is the governor of Edo State is affiliating with the same man that we all have been crying pouring our plight about for so long. That's my concern.
Yeah, I understand, my brother Elvis. I understand your pain. We're all in the same shoes. We're all pained. If you see the way I talk sometimes, it's not as if I have Panadol at home I want to go take, or I just like to crack my voice. My voice is not even good. So I'm forcing myself to talk sometimes. I feel pain from my voice. You could hear it. I'm even more angry than you do. But what I want us to, let us stay focused. You see what they do in Africa? Like now, he knows he's a criminal. Sorry to use that word on him, on the way. If I'm offending anybody here, but from what I've heard, from what I've seen, his action tells me he's a criminal. Now, on the day of that occasion, you will see them coming around to say, I belong to the government group. They can do that, whether invited or not. They will come there. But the governor cannot shy away from such an important occasion just because of one individual called Ohen, a village champion, grabbing land from people. Let's get this. Let's not put this in a proper perspective, so that we don't start arguing.
Governor, excuse me, Mr. Moruyi, the governor of Edo State single-handedly, he was introducing Ohen of Okhoromi to the foreign lady there. He was doing the introduction.
My brother, I heard that. He has integrity to protect as the governor.
Yes, I know. I understand. I understand your point.
He has integrity.
There is what we call in government. There is what we call chain of command. Chain of command. Who is this Ohen answerable to? Who appointed him? Who has the power to appoint? And who has the power to fire him? Look at this angle. Alex, you'll be able to know
Alex
that.
Alex, talk to us. Alex, are you there? Alex, unmute
Alex,
all right. We need to round up now. Let's go back to Mr. Agbola.
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
Alex,
no, I'm here. Yeah, can you hear me?
Go ahead, talk to us.
No, yeah, I can hear you very well. Sometimes the line is bad.
Yes, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Oh, well, let's see. Yes, guys. Like Omori said, we should be united. We should be united in purpose, and we should stay focused. And I stand with you, Mr. Elvis, that as a sitting governor, he was not supposed to be at the same place with that guy. He would have just sent somebody like Hakim said also. So for me, that is a bit easy. He's very fishy. He sends a wrong message, a wrong signal to people, So I just feel that for me, I still feel there's something between them. Maybe they work for each other before, they know each other somehow, because nobody will have such a magnitude of complaint, accusations, counter accusations by organizations, individuals, families, home and abroad, everybody. And the same person will be working freely if he's not connected to the government house. Sorry. So my only succor, like I said before, is that Obaseki will come and go. There was a time it was John Odige Oyegun. Later it was Lucky Gbenedion. Later it was Osumbo. Later it was Oshomole. Later now we have Obaseki. So another governor will come. A pharaoh that know not Joseph will soon come around, and books are going to be opened. So, but the pains this guy has caused people is too much to be seen with a sitting governor. Thank you.
Thank you. Engineer K, I can see you are calling. Your network have not been encouraging. Go ahead, talk to us, sir.
Yes, my network have been so bad. It's a shameful thing to see a sitting governor associating itself with a criminal as Ohen, Ohen of Okhoromi. It's a taboo in Benin culture and in Benin tradition for even making Ohen as Ohen of Okhoromi. His own plan, he has a senior. For you to be an Ohen, you have to be the head. You have to be the head. Secondly, too, Ohen is a chief priest. Ohen is not a Nokia or the Ojon ways. Ohen has no say over a community or a land. The power that Ohen has is to worship the idol. Is to worship whatever they are worshiping in that place, in that village. That is his job. You know, it's so bad that our politicians are now swinging around, dangling themselves into this kind of dirty things that they are doing. You know, it's so bad. And let me tell you guys something. Don't be surprised that this Obaseki and Ohen or Okhoromi, they are all in the same clique. They are all in the same secret society. That's what it belongs to. That is why you see that it's untouchable, that the government cannot do him anything. You know, the whole petition, even because of this guy, the Tipper Drivers Association, they want to strike for okay. You know, so the government cannot say that he didn't see that or he didn't hear about it. But he refused.
Thank you.
To make this thing work. You know, so we should just pray that God Almighty should judge these people, you know, very, very soon. But it's too bad. What pains me more is to see Obaseki call this technocrats are supposed to be a good example. Someone that lives in America, school here in the United States, lives in New York, come to Nigeria and start acting this way, start getting himself dirty with all this dirty evil. My brothers, our God will judge him. The voice of the voiceless will judge him. You know, the less privileged children will judge him. You know, our ancestors, all of them will rise again this man one day and judge him because this is bad, this is evil. The same woman, this foreign woman that is introducing to this guy, what is he doing? You know, this same Ohen, they are going to team up and to show such a woman. You know, in the next month from now, we are going to hear that cry again. That this guy's committed all that big thing. You know, all these are all scanned by Obaseki. Obaseki should be held responsible for all this evil that is going on in the end. The cult killing, the community rising, killing each other with AK-47. And Obaseki is sitting down there, robusting himself with all these evil habituals. You know, Obaseki has to be flawed with a barbed wire. Very, very soon.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That one flog, I disagree with that. Is a city governor. He must be respected. You know, my people, we need to move on this. We need to round up now. Let's talk to, my brother, Mr. Agbolaho. Mr. Agbolaho, are you there with us?
I am here, my brother. I'm here.
Yes, please. Let's round up, please. One minute, and let's round up.
Just a quick story about one of Nelson Mandela situation during the apartheid around June 1990. So he came to the US and they were asking him a very critical question, controversial by nature, about Fidel Castro, Gaddafi, and Isha Arafat. And they were asking about the position of his position and his take with the way their behavior is. His quote was, he said, one of the mistakes that we make is to think that your enemy is our enemy. Again, he stated that one of the mistakes that we made is to think that your enemy is our enemy. I use that to say that Ohen might not be enemy to the governor. Okay? We cannot use because of we have issues with the Ohen and use it to want the governor to deal with him as such. We have to give him time to be able to deal with what he needs to deal with. That is what I would say, because everybody is going to be held accountable for their individual deed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Can I come in here?
Yes, 1 minute, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Agbonlaho. I just listened to what you said about Nelson Mandela. And it's the same Nelson Mandela. I also listened to that speech. It was the same Nelson Mandela who said that Fidel Castro, Muammar Gaddafi, and also Yasser Arafat were all having their struggle of injustice. So they were supporting their struggle based on the struggle they were also going through. They were not only supporting, they were placing resources. Let me give you the whole thing. So it's the same Nelson Mandela who said, just as we continue to speak with this, we as a citizen coming out with our own plight against a government who does not listen. Can you still remember that statement? Can you still remember? So
I remember vividly.
Okay, what we are saying now is we are not trying to justify it, because an apartheid regime is different from an injustice that is being done. I am not siding with the government, he can hang out around, but my question remains. When we are placing something, we should place it on the right resources, as he said. Okay, our pains has been caused by a decade of injustice that is happening in our society. It is time for us to put it right. That is simple.
Can I come in, please?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Akim, please. 30 seconds. We are rounding up now.
Okay, I just want to, you see the comment Nelson Mandela made, he was making it in reference to the question that the journalists in the United States asked him, because they were actually referring to him, his association with people like Arafat, people like Gaddafi, and people like Castro because of their atrocity. So that was when he said that, listen, just because these guys are your enemies doesn't mean they have to be our enemies. These guys were there during our struggles, and they were friends to South Africa at the time of apartheid. That was why it's completely different from what we are talking about right now. What we are talking about right now is an issue of credibility. For a government to be seen to be credible, it should not be associating himself with a subject like Okhoromi. That is my opinion. And I still want to say that, listen, on that issue, I can tell you I have been consistent. Regardless of who he is, I will tell you how he is. But what I want you guys to understand is this. Do you want a democratic nation or do you want an autocratic nation? You cannot have it both ways. If all of us that are here today, if people write 200 petitions against us, all of us, we want fair justice. Rightly, we want to be treated fairly. We don't want people to be treated as if we are in the banana republic. Let the man be investigated, and whatever the outcomes, let him face his music. Look, I've told you, I'm not in support of Governor Obaseki being associated with him in that video. I'm completely against it. But I'm saying today, if we want to create a nation for all of us, the kind of nation that we want, we cannot build it on a foundation of an autocratic mentality. We have to have it in us to be seen to be Democrat in our nation, in our own nature. If we cannot be seen to be Democrats, trust me, all of this argument that we're having, it won't go anywhere, because you know why? After the struggle, you will end up having somebody who will behave the same way all of these people are behaving. We must have it in us to be able to be patient, to be able to be seen to be democratic in how we behave. And we cannot just call for somebody to be thrown into. No, there have to be a process. Let the process take its course.
Mr. Akim, to be honest, today you actually won my support, because you are a very, very strong, consecrated supporter of Governor Obaseki. But for you to speak right today, you won my great support, because this is how it's supposed to be. Even though you love somebody, when the person is not doing something right, still tell the person. Even me, I use myself as an example all the time. If you see me doing something wrong tomorrow, please let me know. Like one of our persons just wrote now in the comment section, Mata Music Agency. Thank you very much. I saw your comment. I will work on that. Said I have to be calming down. All right, I will. Because this is how it's supposed to be. Because you see the way me and my big brother were talking just now, Mr. Agbolaho. To be honest, me, I'm tired of the way this government are taking us. 8 years is a long years. 8 years will complete, they will come out. The evil people where they supposed to help us deal with, they're not going to deal with them. You and I know, say we not fit take laws into our hands to go fight these people by ourselves. So that's why we are crying for the government to come for our help, to come for our rescue. They are not doing that. The insecurity in those states is alarming. I don't know what to say anymore. So sometimes I'm just confused, because I don't know what is happening. But let's talk to one more person on the 2 people on the phone, and let's round up. 1 minute. Hello, go ahead, talk to us. 1 minute, please. 1 minute you have. We are rounding up now. Hello.
If you can 2 minutes away, because I will analyze some certain things to you.
Go ahead.
Even that, first and foremost, that building Obaseki went to inaugurate. Obaseki was not the one that built it. That building was built by Obedi Ihama during the time of Oshomole.
Okay.
That is when that building was built. It was a school. They make it a federal girls' school before. I gathered my information very well.
Okay.
So what brought Ohen for Okhoromi and Obaseki so close this time around? Because when Obaseki now come to PDP and other things, so for him to be able to have access to that building so that it will not be exposed, so he now played down to Ohen of Okhoromi, and the cousin sister of Ohen of Okhoromi, you will hear when the Okagi of Okhoromi was introducing the program there. He mentioned a name called Ukinebo. I find out that Ukinebo was a cousin sister to Ohen of Okhoromi, which is that lady have a solid connection with the first lady. I hope you are getting me now.
Yeah.
So that is why Obaseki cannot do anything. That is where the source they pass through to close Obaseki's mouth concerning this issue of Ohen of Okhoromi.
It's 22 hours.
That Ukinebo has a solid connection with the first lady.
And Ukinebo is a younger sister to Ohen of Okhoromi.
A cousin sister.
Cousin sister.
A cousin sister to Ohen. Yeah.
All right.
So that is what
Thank
I
you.
gathered.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
with all this, it was just a form of a kind of a frame up for Ohen of Okhoromi to prove to people again that he has a connection, he's at the top, he can do everything he wants to do. So he's trying to get people awareness and draw people awareness to himself and make the tension or the fear on people to increase that he has all the connections he can have in the society.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for sharing. All right. My people, please, we need to round up now. Appreciate every one of you. Mr. Mori, please go ahead. Just 1 minute. We need to round up now.
Okay, sir. People have already corrected my brother Abolaho. The statement of Nelson Mandela is not in any way connected to the issue at stake. The power Obaseki has, Obaseki would have been an ordinary citizen if not the power apart from the power we gave to him. The authority he has is the power we have given to him. So he's representing our interests. Since all of us cannot pack ourselves and go to government house, that is why he's representing our interests. So Obaseki is not there to protect his own interests, but to protect the interests of Edo people. That is the primary objective. So it has nothing to do with Gaddafi, a segment of Nelson Mandela concerning Gaddafi and Arafat. And again, we must continue to talk. My brother Elvis, don't give up. We are not giving up. We will continue to talk. We will not give up. We are not tired. They will change. They are hearing us. We'll continue to hammer on it. Because if they came for the Jews, we did not speak out. They came for the Gentiles, we did not speak out. The day they will come for us, there will be nobody left to speak for us. And as I repeat again, for us to make a headway, as many people, we are traditional people, there must be a synergy. There's something someone will do. People will
Mr.
see.
Mori, they already came for us. They already came for us. Are you not aware of slavery?
Let me learn. Did not interrupt you, Mr. Hakim. Let me learn. Let me finish my 1 minute. So there must be a synergy. We are traditionally clan people. We are so there must be a working arrangement between our palace, because we so much believe in our palace. You know, no matter the democracy we have, we cannot take our tradition completely away from us. So there must be a working relationship, a harmonious one, not just saying it. It's easy to say. Doing it is what we mean. Action. Speak rather than voice.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. In fact, this debate for today is a wonderful one. Trust me.
1 minute now.
You say
It's 1 minute now. I thought it's now wow.
Oh yeah, talk for 1 minute now, Israel. Talk
Okay,
now.
like we're joking about our people. It will be useless and feel filter for us to be talking fact and non-violence against a system who has been mute on us. I'm not talking about the particular individual. I'm talking about a system that is supposed to be our own protective cover has been mute on us. My people, don't be carried away. Some people think that you cannot hide, you cannot stop this thing. It's a gradual process. Rome wasn't built a day, but I believe that if we all come together as one and not answering to people who want to divert your attention to go and bring in another system that will put us into this suffering again, let us join together and fight these forces. And believe me, we are going to succeed if we actually listen to what all this education we have been getting. As Obama talk, the hope of a skinny child who believe that city, that country has a place for him too. We must lay the foundation for them. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you all. Mr. Akim, my brother, you shown today that you are a truthful person. I'm so happy to have you in my team. Thank you very much, Mr. Agbolaho. You know, Mr. Agbolaho shows that he's an adult brother, regardless of whatever we're doing here. He stick with us, and he's still there here with us, day screen here with us. You know, how till they know who they with you 24/7. Thank you very much, Mr. Mori. And Mr. Mori, our big brother right there. Whenever I have you on the show, I smile. Thank you so much. Lefty Zetoya, thank you. Our first ever, now in the first reach floor, no matter what. Once
but you don't give me my 1 minute.
Just give me 1 minute.
No, don't worry. Go ahead.
Okay, my brother.
Mr.
God bless
Lefty,
you.
okay. Talk for 1 minute, make we go, because I'm going to use them again tomorrow.
United we start. We will defeat them. It's a matter of time.
You they talk like this. The Ohen won't finish your hotel now. Hotel will build half before they begin get problem. You won't finish your hotel. Not be fault. If you see the big massive hotel we go put hand, where I want to get money to finish them. If you not begin they rub hand and they put hand for all this kind of bad thing. But the truth be say, we must stay together to fight these people, these corrupt people, from the top to bottom, from bottom to top, according to Buhari, from the top to bottom. So not until we join hands together, from the top to bottom and bottom to top, we will continue to talk like this. So people need to wise up.
Beautiful. The talk is beautiful. I'm happy with my team. I'm happy with my Nagawash family. The truthful ones. I'm happy with all of them. Let's continue to do what we're doing.
You don't be selective. It's say the truthful one. Who not call the truthful? Yeah, just make sure they off here.
My people, let me quickly say this.
I know the truthful now because I cannot pass. Let me not pass.
To pass today.
Yes, because everything is becoming biased.
Let me quickly say something, guys.
Everybody is quickly.
Very quick. Listen, we all come from Edo State, okay? That is our home, that is our land. Please, when we come on the platform here to make a debate, please, we should also understand that we only have one home, okay? So that whenever we are making an argument, we should not be seen to be using numbers that are not fact. Because don't forget, not only Edo people watch these programs, people from outside who are not Edos, they watch this program. Somebody might be thinking to go and invest in Edo, but just mainly because you watch somebody and then they create some level of impression in your mind. And then you say, oh, is that how this place is? No, our place is a beautiful place. It's a wonderful place. They are lovely people, lovely culture, and lovely tradition. And anyone that is thinking to go and invest in Edo, please don't let anybody distract you or disorganize you from doing that. Please.
See advert. How many investment you don't do for Edo? I beg truth. We go talk truth. The place get as it be for now. Not
yes, we must continue to honor our place.
At the end,
we must continue to honor our place. Thank you, Nigeria Watch, for
United
having
we
us.
stand. Divided, nobody can divide us.
It was a great one. It was a great one.
All right.
And I really enjoyed it.
All right. Let me acknowledge the people on the comment section. Although there's a lot of comments today, I cannot mention names. Una too plenty. I want to say thank you to you all. I'm so proud to have you all beside me. But one person cannot do this. What we stand for, our Edo State can become a better place for you and I. That's what we are fighting for every day. We are not fighting for selfish reasons. In fact, we don't have any reason to fight for selfish reasons. So, my people, let's continue to stand for what is right, even though you are going to be punished for it. If you know within your heart that what you are standing for is something that is what is you are standing for what is right, continue to stand for it. Don't allow yourself to be intimidated. Don't allow yourself to be threatened. Please, let's stand for what is right. We all, I repeat, we all, anybody in the world, none of us is going to live forever. At least, what are you going to leave behind is what matters so much in life. Please, let's stand for what is right. Edo State is not conducive for you and I. At the moment, it's not conducive. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to accept it, it's not conducive, and we cannot blame Obaseki alone for it. This has been in existence for so long. Edo State have always been a state where something will happen for abroad. Somebody will be threatening you, say, if you call Nigeria, if you call Edo State, I go show you pepper.
They are waiting for you.
Graveyard where people they show people pepper. Something will happen between me and you for inside one room for abroad. You go wait for me for Edo State. This has been happening for so long. So, my people, this is why we are talking. Because if you don't join us talk now, God forbid, though, and I repeat, God forbid, you don't know whether your body anything will happen tomorrow or any of your relatives. You know, say when you are trying to be proactive to stop this menace, to stop these atrocities that our individualisms are causing in Edo State. Sometimes some people think that you talk too much. I know sometimes we apply emotions to it. We not be our fault. Like one of my brother advised me just now. Say, no, they apply emotions to it. No, calm down, be calming down, be calming down. Yes, but sometimes, my brothers and sisters, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult to accept the kind of things that is going on in our state. Although, don't get me wrong, it's happening in every state. But now my state concern me right now. What did they happen for Edo State? It affect me, it affect you. Let's join head together to do this together. I appreciate every one of you. God bless you all. Thanks for joining us. And then have a good night.
Nice one.
Good night.
Nice one. Good night.
Good night.
One love, everybody. Okay.
Deke nugurie ba. Oh, deke nugurie. Deke nugurie ba. Erario mami jagi wari yaki. Anari yapiaga na kele sojiko. Ebi marupa mi obi yanyami yakele miyo. Iyaga je yanyami. Upa wagi supa gato bagete yabuko. Agiala oga iyana gitashi. Deke nugurie ba. Deke nugurie ba.